moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
What's up, Liberia? Today is the day. Get ready for
Since its inauguration on January 22, 2018, President George Weah has been living up to promises made to the Liberian people. Although the president intimated that he's not promising quick fixes or miracles, but his passion for transforming the livelihood of the Liberian people is certainly showing some quick fixes.
The sooner we all merge our energies towards cementing these new norms and values, the sooner we will transform our beloved country for the better. In doing so, we must also learn the virtues of patience and learn to lower our expectations, for I do not promise you quick fixes or miracles. Instead, my pledge to you today is that my administration, with your help, will make steady and deliberate progress towards achieving the hopes and aspirations that you cherish in your heart for Mama Liberia.
In this maiden edition, Doe community and Claratown residents are grateful for the construction of the 2.7-kilometer asphalt road pavement connecting the two communities. On May 7, 2018, His Excellency George Weah, Liberia's pro-poor president, visited Doe community and requested his public works minister to immediately commence the construction of the road network to Claratown. President Weah symbolically jump-started the project by moving the road construction equipment, bringing joy to the tens of thousands of residents that Change for Hope has arrived. The road construction immediately commenced. Throughout the course of the project, the residents continued to express their satisfaction. Some residents spoke of the challenges faced by the lack of better road in their community.
Even the gap for you on the roads of rocking on. If they get food when it rain and I was rocking on the road. But at least since they started the road, at least things are really alright now for the road. The road are alright. And for motor to come here when it rain, don't want to every bring you go back on market for road that will stop on the road. Go to our head to get in. For on the road to come here, we will charge you more than $100 because of the road. Because they were all on the road.
For the past years, we've been observing the road issue as one of the key issues to the community. As regards to the bad road condition of the community. From time in past, we've been experiencing floods. When it rains, no way for people to get out. The road being bad.
But my prayer is here, you will cry for me. And when I'm in the water, and I get prayed.
The road is going to ease access to health care for the residents.
Any emergency, you find it difficult because there's no road. Even when you tell the police vehicle that will have emergency here, the police will not attend to you. Even motor car, what will come for pregnant woman or for any emergency that somebody is seriously ill, They will not come because of the road condition. So for now, you can see the road is fresh, new. I believe that as you call them now, they will only be rushing to come and see because they themselves want to see the road also.
Students are now having easy access to their schools.
For us, the road was very bad. And to move on to our house and get on our campus, but now it's said to the water is so full. Oh, anyway, you get on to yourself. That the same thing your uniform you get there, you can mess up before getting on your campus.
The time the road was bad, we used to walk in water, going to school, people falling down from water bad. But now, we're happy the way the road face. You can walk free there, nothing can take step on you.
Others lavish praises on their president for keeping his campaign promise.
I think if that Boakai to delegate a road for us, where they were for us.
I never thought that road would pass here. It's beyond my imagination. I can't get over it for road to pass here. I was one of those that were on the international media on CCTV. I was interviewed about George Weah. Who is George Weah? And I told the international world about George Weah, that George Weah was going to make a positive change. And today, I think everybody here can see it. No one here is suffering from myopia. You can see clear, and it's glaring. You can see the development. What I have to say is this. Many people have been saying that we got educated people in this country. We don't have educated people here. We got more educated fool than educated people. Because if you are educated, you will not invest all your country money and deposit it in America. Then you leave your brother and sister living down the poverty line. So I want to commend George Weah, and I pray to the Almighty God to give him more vision. We have this country at heart because we are originated from right down here, the Clarendon field.
I was born here and I saw him even the time I was coming up, and I know what he's capable of. I know his potential. So I appreciate him, and the people of Dole community and Clarendon at large appreciate him. And we know that he can do better. He can do more than this. We know George Weah can bring change to this country. We know that. So whatsoever thing they are saying, whatsoever talking that they are talking, that they keep talking. And I know my government will keep doing what is right for the Liberian people. So I only want to tell him he shouldn't listen to them. He can do better. He shouldn't mind the politics. This is Liberia. These things happen. But now we are not all for talking. We are all for working. And we know that he can do it. He should keep on the good work.
President making what they want on free road. Working water.
At this time of the year in Dole community, we cannot be standing here doing the yesteryears, but today through his ingenuity and through his leadership ability. And one thing that I admire of President Weah is he is a person that is connected to his word. If you can retrospect a few years back during the presidency of Madam Salif, she visited our community and promised the people of Dole community that within 14 days time, Dole community road will have been constructed. Unfortunately, in 2015, she made that promise. It did not come to fruition until her tenure expired. But when President Weah visited our community, he promised the people of Dole community that within 90 days, Dole community will boast of the paved road. Evidence by the fact of what we are seeing here today. Today, the people of Dole community can boast of the paved road. And one of the characteristics of a leader, of a good leader, is that you should have credibility. So I'd like to say President Weah have demonstrated credibility and integrity to the people of Dole community. It is against our background that the people of Dole community, specifically the Veteran Bureau of Dole community, we have unanimously agreed to erect or construct the monument of President Weah at the triangle there in the central square of the Dole community road. We are doing this to demonstrate our gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency, President Dr. George Manneh Weah.
I just want to tell the president thank you for him before Google.
And that his priority, he said, road is his first priority. So I want to give him a praise because he's a man of voice. And I want all Liberians, I'm sending it out as a message, let us rally around this president because the opposition don't want to see anything good coming up. During the campaign, I went in certain country which happened to be for me country, which is my country. I was there, people were campaigning, there were many things they said negative about this president. How he will not, even when he go out to address the United Nations, he will do this, he will do that one himself. But I'll tell you for one thing, he's a chosen leader by God himself. Sincerely speaking, whether you love it or not, I'm seeing it from the deeper part of my heart. He's a chosen leader.
must commend the president. Thank you for the hard work and you're doing in Mosorado, because as I learned 48 road construction is going on now. Currently, the Dole community, Logantown, Jamaica Road, the Chucky Taylor Road, yeah. So for that reason, I'm telling thank you. You should come. I commend him. He should do the hard work and to not listen to the opposition. They will always make people.
I will tell God, thank you that over did well for this work. He did well for community work because it was really not easy for us. I will tell God, thank you for the work. I tell you, thank you ever so much. And God will continue to bless me here and people in Jesus' name.
Monati lespedo. Be a blessing the Boakai. Cook my own Jimmy. Amade.
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you under the Palava Hut as usual. And we ask that you do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with as many persons as you can share with. And let's all of us have a wonderful time. I mean, a very wonderful time. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. We really do appreciate it. And those of you who are joining us, you can just let us know by, giving us a sign or just saying hi so we can recognize and appreciate your presence here. So please do us that favor. Please do us that favor. We want to say again, you are welcome and thank you so much for joining us. So what we are trying to do currently is trying to share with others. We are sharing with as many persons as we can share with so that we all can get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. But while we are getting this done, let's bring you this information, which has, let's bring you this information, very, very important. Let's bring you these ones that we have here. Okay, okay. Okay, so while we get ready to bring you what we are bringing you, let's bring you his information here.
In the grade 9 class. How many Liberians, humanitarians, so please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, so please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on this coming Friday. My parents are not working, so I don't have any hope. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, so please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on this coming Friday. My parents are not working, so I don't have any hope. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, so please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on this coming Friday. My parents are not working, so I don't have any hope. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way,
All right, so again, fellow Liberians, I want to say welcome to each and every one of you. I want to appreciate you for your presence here. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor by hitting the share button. Share to as many persons as you can share to, and let's all of us have a very, very, very wonderful, a very wonderful time together, please. Share to as many persons as you can share to, and we can all have a wonderful time together. Yes, please. I'll play you series of videos. And before going ahead, let me welcome some of our people that have joined us. I want to welcome Stephen Cooks. Thank you very kindly for joining us, Stephen Cook. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We want to say you're highly welcome. Yeah, Stephen Coker, thank you so much. Orita Tode, thank you so much, Orita Tode, for your presence here. Uh, Mamadou Dukle, thank you so much for joining us. Dauda Vani Sharif, how are you, Dauda Vani Sharif? You are highly welcome. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. We appreciate you. Sir Musa Kane, thank you so much, Sir Musa Kane, for joining us here. We do appreciate your presence. Falapites, thank you so much for your presence here. I mean, all of you who are joining us, we appreciate and welcome all of you. So let's do this again and then we can start our discussion.
Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, to please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on this coming Friday. My parents are not working, so I don't have any hope. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, to please be able to help me pay my wife fees. It's 6,000. The deadline's on Friday.
Is how much?
6,000.
Okay.
The deadline's on this coming Friday. My parents are not working, so I don't have any hope. Thanks for the audience.
Okay.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians.
All right, so fellow Liberians, I'm going to move this. You know, when the man of God who prophesied, along with other Liberians, who said, when we as Liberians make this mistake by electing Joseph Numa Boakai, I want to welcome Venetius Junior Bar, our ambassador, for Honor the Palava Hut. You are welcome, Ambassador Venetius Junior Bar. Thank you so much for your presence here. Josephine Sate Mawa Amansa, thank you so much, Josephine Sate. We appreciate your presence here. I'm sorry if the pronunciation of the name is, forgive me for that. But Josephine, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Mozart Dennis, thank you so much. Mozart Dennis, we appreciate you. All of you who are joining us. When President Weah became president of the Republic of Liberia, that was not his level of satisfaction. Basically, he wasn't satisfied. President Weah's satisfaction is not seen in what he has accumulated for himself or accumulate for himself. His satisfaction is not in his personal achievement. You know, President Weah's satisfaction is when he see people who depend on him, lives are better. It's when he see that he is able to impact people who are around him, their life, their environment, their living condition, be able to upgrade them to a better level, then he feels excited and satisfied. President Weah is not somebody who take glory in just he himself, his own personal achievement. President Weah believed that if these achievements that I have acquired cannot impact the lives of people around me, then it is not an achievement for me to boast of. It's not something for me to be proud of. So he is always in the move or always in the capacity of trying to better people's life. So he will go above and beyond to ensure that people who are around him are good. They are okay. He would make that sacrifices. Even when he was not on the political scene, those of you who know some of his friends, his colleagues, you can ask. President Weah were ensure at the time, Ambassador Weah or George Manuel Weah were ensure that his friends who are around him, to some extent, that they are okay. He do not believe that he should be the only one shining. That's why you saw in his career, in his professional football career, he even brought other people on board, recommend other Liberians to the extent that he will call and say, yes, this person, I know this person, gave this person contract. One living witness is Mohamed Kalon of Sierra Leone. Mohamed Kalon. Mohamed Kalon is a living witness of how President Weah was able to use his influence at the time. George Opon Weah on the soccer field was able to use his influence to help somebody like Mohamed Kalon and so many other people that benefited from him, that he was able to recommend. Though some did not succeed in their career, because of one reason or the other, at a certain point in time, they could not achieve or they could not be able to live up to expectation, but he was always there for his friends and people who were around him. And he did not stop there. He used his money to even help us as Liberians during the most difficult period of our, somebody would say, during the most difficult political period or during the most difficult period of our own existence as Liberians, as a nation, as a people, where he showed us the responsibility of even our national team, transporting them from one end to the other, in fact, taking them from Liberia, housing them in another country, very expensive, but he did all that because he believed that he must be able to impact people's life. That is the true essence of living. So when President Weah became president, he did something unprecedented that was condemned by so many other people, which record I'm going to be playing here. When President Weah became president, according to him, he said he felt so bad seeing almost all of the time people at the University of Liberia protesting for increase in tuition, for this one, that one. And sometimes he feel embarrassed where people will have to wake up early in the morning to go and stand online to do their registration, all kinds of things. And to the extent people will even reduce themselves to begging other people just so that they can be able to get credit hour to ensure that they are in this semester. And he was concerned about why people will spend plenty of time. Some people at the University of Liberia for 6, 7, 8 years. Only because this semester they will hustle and get some kind of lay small money and pay for some kind of maybe 10 or so or 9 credit hour. Go there the next semester, they can't go, they will have to drop, hustle, go ahead, and just like that. So he was bothered. He was very, very bothered by that. So at the end of the day, when he became president and saw that these things continue to persist, he said, we must do something. He called Honorable Samuel Tue and said, look, Honorable Tue, you people graduated from the University of Liberia. I did not go there to graduate from there. But I am the president of Liberia. What can we do to change the situation, to make these people's lives better? And he said, let us introduce a tuition-free program where our students will concentrate and they will not have to worry about paying huge amount where they will come and drop and stay all of these years. So let's give them that opportunity. And the tuition-free was introduced at all state-run university, from University of Liberia all the way out to other state-run university. It was introduced. Now, President Weah did not stop there. He said, okay, so these are the bigger ones. What do we do for the smaller ones? And according to President Weah, he was always bothered by the way these children, especially when YE coming or when the school year is about to close, these children will be passing around with fire under their arm with paper inside and say project. And all of those projects, they were intended to help them collect money or raise money so that they can pay for their other YE fees or pay for Saturday class or other stuff like that. So President Weah said he was bothered by these things that was happening. And when he was senator, he said most of the time, even though as senator he had one of the highest scholarship, but he said he used to be really, really bad. Seeing these children passing in the corridor, going in, representative office, coming here, going there with fire under their arm, begging people. He said he sat down and he was too embarrassed by this and began to ask himself. Said these are some of the things that people can take advantage of our children of because they believe that they get some kind of small money to help them. So when these children are passing around, especially our girls' children, when they are passing around, say, okay, don't worry, I will help you with this. Give me your number, blah, blah, blah. And before you go look, they use the situation of these children asking them for money to pay their WAS fees or to get a Saturday class fee and abuse them. And at the end of the day, some of these people are even brave enough they will abuse these children and not even give them the money that they ask for or the amount that they're supposed to give them. So that was in the head of President We Are all of the time. So when he became president, he took an unprecedented approach. What President Weah did was, our children don't deserve to be passing around with fire under their arm begging people for money in order to pay WAEC fees when we have all of these resources. Let us be able to make the sacrifices. Let's pay for our children WAEC fee or WAS fee. Let us pay for their Saturday classes. Let them go to attend their Saturday classes that will enhance their capacity to be able to adequately perform in the WAS or in the WAEC, however you will call it. So he said, let's do that. He also said, not only by doing that, but let's encourage our children and give them at least recess. So all of the time, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was president for I think the last 4 years. He introduced paying the WAS fees for our kids, paying their Saturday classes fees, and giving them recess, so as to ease the stress also on the parents and to allow the children to concentrate adequately. And we all saw what happened. The result under President George Manneh Weah, the WAEC result, the WAS result. Liberia did exceptionally well. Our kids did exceptionally well. Fast forward, the same very people who condemned, and in fact they said there were no policy in place by President Weah. He just jumped on to get the people there tuition free, blah blah blah. There were no policy. It was not even structure, and they condemn it. Now they are there as a government. What have they done about it? What are they doing about it? Have Joseph Newman Boakai made an open proclamation and said, look, you know what? Let us ensure it, let it become a law that nobody who is a school going kid that will take the WAS or the WAEC or however you will call it should pay money. Let it become a law. Has Joseph Newman Boakai done that? Has he? But these were the people that condemned President Weah. And I'm going to show you some articles here, right? I'm going to show you some articles. I don't want you to believe. Whenever we come on here to talk, we talk about facts. So just bear with me and I will be there. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me answer this quickly. Sorry, my people. We got to take calls all over the place. So at the end of the day, there were people right here in the United States that condemned the approach by President Weah and said that it is not sustainable. I don't want you to believe it. I always tell you, when you come on this platform, it is about facts. On this platform, it is about facts. It is not just about we talking and talking and talking. And that's why we take our own time to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. Oh, I think I'm supposed to send this to someone. Someone's supposed to be joining us. So let me send this to sorry, Jake. Sorry. Okay, my brother Jake, let me send this to you. Okay, so we just send this. So to the extent that people even here in the United States of America, where all of the opportunities are, you would think that these people should be able to come up with something good, but these were the people who condemned President Weah policy that was introduced. And don't believe what I'm saying. I'm going to give you the site, I'm going to show it, and we are going to read it together. So let's go there. Okay, so here we are. Like I said, here we are. That's good. We are right here. So you are seeing it. Association of Liberia Journalists in the Americas, they call them AJA. We are situation free pronouncement not sustainable. You hear them? They said that the policy that was introduced by His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, the tuition free policy, is not sustainable. Let's go ahead and read. Newcastle, Delaware. The Association of Liberia Journalists in the Americas says, while it welcomes Liberia's President George Manneh Weah manifested interest in the education of the country's youth, it is urging the administration to quickly identify the source of funding for the recently announced tuition-free policy for the undergraduate students across public universities and colleges. The association, in a press release issued on Monday, October 29, 2028, said, in this dear economic situation or times, the president has a responsibility to clearly articulate the financial implications as long-term sustainability of a policy that affects thousands of undergraduate students in the country. In the absence of this, Aja said the president's pronouncement should be considered a political gimmick. This Aja. The association said the pronouncement appeared to be spontaneous and meant to garner political support for the president and the CDC-led government amidst the disadvantaged students populace of Liberia. Aja said the October 24th, 2018 pronouncement was an off-the-curve action because it is not sustainable. Aja said it opposes the pronouncement because the president and political advisor failed to factor in the costs associated with undergraduate education in today's Liberia. The association noted Mr. Weah's tuition-free announcement sounds plausible, but neither him nor the Liberian government has the monetary and logistic support for the realization of the policy. I just wonder how the president and CDC administration will fund such an undertaking after he, on January 22nd, 2018, while delivering his first legislative agenda to the 54 National Legislature of Liberia, declared publicly that the Liberia economy is broken and, by extension, the government. So I don't want to take all of the time, right? I don't want to take all of your time. We're just going to stop here. I don't want to take all of the time. So you're listening to Aja. They condemn President Weah's initiative of ensuring that Liberian students have tuition free. According to them, they say the country too hard. So just break it down to our level. They say no. They think that President Weah doing that for men, the men just that political thing, the men on, it will not work. The country hard. They kind of town where we live in, the town very hard. Everything in Liberia is hard. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left this country in a total mess. How will President we are succeed? Letting a fun president we are playing, man. The men must play fun out of us. That was what they said. They said President we are that gimmick the men on. The men are fun, the men playing. He's just trying to do some kind of political something that will go nowhere, that will not be sustained. But the very people who condemn that move of President George Manneh Weah, up to today, some of them, their brothers and sisters, are still benefiting from it. But they've not been able to push Joseph Numa Boakai to say, look, let this thing be legislated. Let it be a law that even if you are not there tomorrow or whoever that come, let it be a law on our book. These people that call themselves Association of Liberian Journalists in the Americas. That's why sometimes I look at these people and call them jokers. They are all like politicians like we are, who do not mean well for Liberia. Not like some of us, we meant well for our country. These people condemn President William move when he said that no, we cannot have all of these resources and then have our children leaving from school, some of them dropping, some of them spending 20 years, 30 years in school. They condemn it and say no, our political team, President William, will not go nowhere. But these very people are not able to muster the courage to say to Joseph Numa Boakai, President William did well. Honor the 6 years that he served. He was able to ensure our children have tuition free. Joseph Numa Boakai, make it a law. Let it be on the book. They are not able. You see, when we tell you that what happened to President Weah was mere hate, some of you think we are joking. But thank God for our research ability, that some of these things we don't just come here to say it, but we bring the facts. We bring the facts to you. So here we are. The same people who condemn that particular initiative, I'll show it to you. The same people who condemn it, here they are. That all that thing will not work. That thing that gimmicks, oh that thing is this, oh this is that. President we are may not able to sustain it. The country had this, that. Look at where we are today. Why are they not talking? No, why are they not talking? When President we are introduced the tuition free, they condemn it. When he introduced paying for one's fees, they condemn it and said they could do better. Today, look at what we are seeing. I show you the video of a little boy who is on the street begging that his parents are out of job. He don't know how he will be able to take his WAEC, and he's asking people. These are the things that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was avoiding, so that people cannot be able to abuse our children or take advantage of our children only because these children are asking for aid. Quite recently, a boy was sodomized only because he went to go ask the NSA deputy boss for boots to play football boot. Oh, uncle, I beg you, it's not easy. You're picking one play football, but ain't get boot. I beg you, uncle, please help me and buy boots for me. Uncle say, okay, come in my room. Uncle drops the ball and lie down with the ball for 3 days. That ball was in his house. Not one person, not two person, but 3 grown-up men sodomized the ball. After they felt that he was now helpless, he was going to, pass off, they took him under the cover of darkness and dropped him on the side of the beach. Leave him there to be dead. Luckily, people were able to discover him. They saw him around the place and he was able to explain. These are the things that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was trying to avoid, so that our children cannot be in harm's ways. But some of you who call yourself members of the Unity Party, you condemn it. AJAS, Association of Liberia Journalists in the Americas, where are they today? Why are they not talking? I haven't seen any statement out when our children are being sodomized. I ain't seen no statement outside from the people there. They buckled them, they didn't put no statement outside. I haven't seen these people holding government feet accountable for this atrocity. The last time 7 men raped a 14 years old boy in Broadville. Sodomy has now become part of our society. It's just looking normal. What kind of thing is this? These were the things that President we are trying to avoid. That's why he said our children will not be left out there. Let us introduce a policy that will help these children and save them, and also be able to save thousands from our family of people who are not working. Do you know how much President Weah was saving family of? Imagine this labor is telling you that the WAS fees he has to pay for is somewhere around $6,000. No, listen to him. Let's listen to this labor. Listen to Newton. Listen to him.
Things for the audience.
Okay.
By the way, I'm David Jr.
Listen to him.
12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning.
That church school, that God people school there. The attending Presbyterian in grade 9. To the extent that this boy, even the church could not help him. He had to run on the street to come and ask for help. You see what President Weah was trying to avoid? That's why he introduced the tuition free for the bigger people at the university. And for the kids, he said, everybody that will take WAS, WAYEC, or whatever, they will now pay $5. Government will pay for it. We will also give you recess while you're taking it. Not only that we give you recess, we also give you people, fellow Liberians, all of the materials that these kids need in order for them to take their WAS. Today, President Weah is not there. Our children are now vulnerable. Look at the picture that they brought from Presbyterian, that the Herbal God people church school down there. I was in the troop. I used to associate with the troop, with the scout troop of Presbyterian.
Things for the audience.
There is it.
By the way of introduction, I'm Nathan L. David Jr., 12 years of age, attending the Moreover Presbyterian School in the grade 9 class. First of all, I'm calling well-meaning Liberians, humanitarians, to please be able to help me pay my wife fees.
Yeah, the boy went down on the street and asked people to help him. No, don't believe in this boy. Maybe somebody will say they think political, man. That political thing here. They stage this boy here for the boy to do it. I will play you another something again. I don't want you to believe it. Maybe this boy you say, oh, a political. People want me just animal Boakai looking bad. I will play you another one. They want now from even how you
talk to spoon.
Let me go ahead.
Forget about the country.
Okay,
They
fine.
get no experience. That's so nothing for the fact.
So I want you to listen to this other lady. Maybe somebody will say, Prince, that one, it was stage managed. Listening to this lady speaking to their own radio station, what the girl said. Just listen to this girl. You listen to that labor. Now we're about to listen to this girl. Listen to what the girl is about to say. Don't believe me.
My name is Favor. Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government? The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are sent for this time. My mother said 20 o'clock to finish. It can be hard. My mother not afford for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your mom doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business? She's selling across there? All the way on the other side? Yeah. Your man know like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
No money in the country.
Let me move this. When the labor said it, someone said, oh, the political is stage managed. So the lay get onto stage managed? Or was it stage managed? Children cannot even afford, even the ones who manage to be in school, to even pay their school fees. That war. They can't afford that. The ones who manage to pay their fees, they can't afford to even be in school. And there are some that can't even afford. You see it there. There are some that are forced to do jobs that are very risky in order for them to just get something to eat, to feed the family. I don't want you to believe. I'm about to play another video again. where children are doing very risky job that even people who are even skilled and professional that can do, they are very careful and they are afraid. Children are doing it without safety equipment. Children are busting rack to go and sell it just to get food to eat because they ain't going to school. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. Let me play you video. Sometimes when we are saying these things, some of you think that we are joking. These were some of the things that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah was trying to avoid, for which he said, our children, let us introduce this tuition free for them. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me show you another video where children are doing jobs that even you, the bigger people, when you choose to do, you will be afraid. Let's watch the other video here. Don't believe what I'm saying. You see here? Look there. You see this children? The busing rack. And you see that? This is under a Joseph Newman Boakai government. The man who said the children will not be on the street no more and they will go to school. Look at what these children are doing. Look there. Look there. At least the other one, he going to school, but the children can't afford, he can't on the street to come back. The other boy, he going to school, but his parent can't even afford, so he can't to come back. The other girl, she not even going to school because her parent cannot even afford. These ones, they're not going to school, the parent can't afford, they got to do it for themselves. So look at what is happening. When we talk, some of you feel, oh yeah, we lying. Let's watch it, let's see. Look at what children are not doing in Liberia under a Joseph Newman Boakai regime. Watch it. When President Weah introduced the tuition free, it was condemned by some of these people, these politicians. They condemn it. The people who say, oh no, President Weah, politically the men are inclined. I can always say this, and it may seem that it is joke, but it is serious. If President Weah, who you people said he was not using a hay that he thought he was using, but if President Weah was able to use his feet to introduce policy that affected the lives of every Liberian in a positive way, then I don't want to see when he use a hay, then Liberia will be like heaven. And the Joseph Newman Boakai, who you say using a head, look at honor him. What is happening to these children? So I play you this video. Watch this video. Watch it. We saw the first video where a child going to school, but his parent cannot even afford. So he on the street now begging. You put these children's lives at risk. The government put these children's life at risk. Anybody can look at this boy and abuse him. Say, don't worry, we'll get you the money. Come follow behind me. Carry my car. Let go. And go and do something bad to him. You see the kind of situation? These are kids that we are showing. No, these are not adults for you to say, oh yeah, they people, they get some kind of political ambition. They are associated with some kind of political party, or they benefited yesterday. They were working in government. That's what they're doing. These are kids who are not even at the age to even obtain a job. Listen to them. Let me play the first one for you to see. We tell you, oh, there you making noise, all kind of funny noise they're making around the place. Here is it. What's the other one? The other children, the parent cannot afford to send them to school. They are not even going to school. And guess what happened? They are forced to even fend for themselves and fend for the family. So they are left to do work that are dangerous. Look at that rack that they are breaking. That rack. Piece of that rack can I beg you, let's just watch this while I try to
very hard
do something quick.
And see what going on here. See what going on here. What's going on here? You want to lock the camera? It's very tough. Very tough. When you say things are tough, what do you mean? To get money, young man. You want to lock the camera? To get money. You see the time? To get money high right now? One. Yes. See the US way. And the man with a 45-year experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, I brought you to the people here. You see, when you see this police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. Just my school coming open now. School just tell my school coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Boakai, you're from school, you tell Boakai, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agriculturalists, you can see what it meant to white people. But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, we should come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Now you have more for the 5 years experience. Guess what? On the dog, they get no experience. That's so nothing for the first experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why any?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are saying for this time. My mother said 20 o'clock to finish. It can be hard. My mother not affording for me to send me to school. So we want for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your man doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business. She's selling across there, all the way on the other side. Yeah. Your man don't like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
No money in the country. The country very hard. Even before, I think Joey turns out better because we get 1 or 2. But so many new people getting power, the speakership, we are having 2 speakers. They add a future speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. While the men are fighting for power. Don't see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I know is the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up.
So you saw the video, right? You saw one batch of young people or children who their parents manage out of the difficulties went and begged other people, because when you listening to this labor story, the boss said my parents can't afford, they are not working. So it's possible that this parent here begged somebody and somebody just helped them. Not listening to it. Somebody just helped them. It's possible that somebody just helped them. And somebody say, okay, I mean, what to do? You got to help the people then to do this, to do that, and do the other thing. So they decide, say, look, we help the people then. So somebody just helped that parent so that at least their child can be in school. But yeah, it's he in school. At the end of the day, maybe that person who helped him to put him in school can't afford again to allow this child to go take his wives. He ain't get money. So the child is left alone to go on the street now to go and beg. In other words, it's like the parents are begging. Is this not a disgrace? This is what President Weah was trying to avoid, and you're condemning and said, oh, the men are correct, oh, the men are there, oh, the men are there. Politically, the men there, the men there. You said you wanted Joseph Numa Boakai. Oh, not Joseph Numa Boakai. Look what happening. Your children are now become beggars. That's why you see all kind of things happening in the country. You see these predators are now becoming what? Too many around the place. Because our children are now left alone. You saw that lady begging. My man not going to school. My man ain't get money to send me to school. I'm not going to school. Look at these children. They are left now to fend for themselves and their family. Look there. Look at these children. Look at this job that they are doing. But you were boss. You say, oh, not Joseph Numa Boakai. Everything is better. Hey, yeah, things fun. But look at that. And Joseph Numa Boakai was the one that told us that our children would not have to live this kind of life. No, don't believe me. I'm going to play you a video if you think I'm lying. Joseph Numa Boakai said our children will have to be in school. Our children will be protected. Our children will have to be in school to acquire the level of education. I want to welcome my own sister, Hawa Tote. How are you? I want to welcome Orita Tukwa, our own chair lady there for the Reformers, the Women League. You are welcome. I want to welcome Darius Tukpa. Thank you so much for joining us. Orita Tukpa, you are welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Josephine Campbell, we appreciate you, our own chaplain. James Lewis, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Pokoyakoli, I know that Pokoyakoli, or what kind of name is it? I don't know what the name is, but I also want to say welcome, even though your idea, you have just exposed yourself, because with all these things you we are playing here, you going contrary, but no problem. I will get to do what we got to do for people like you. Jenkins Fofana, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, all of you who are joining us from across the platform, we thank and appreciate all of you. To the Metro Media, I want to say thanks so much to the Metro Media. I think, yeah, anyway, let me just leave it. Metro Media, I want to say thank you so much. I want to welcome Noni Tale. Thank you so much. Noni Tale, we appreciate you. Noni Talea, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining us. Those of you also who are joining us on other platforms, we really, really, really appreciate you. If you are joining us from on our Prince Sharif, we want to say thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for joining us on our Prince Sharif page. If you are joining us from there, we want to say thank you. We appreciate you. Okay. Okay. So let me see. I think. Yeah. So if you are joining us from on our Prince Sharif page, we want to say thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, and it's a privilege for us to have you here. If you are joining us from under the Palava Hut, we want to say welcome. Wherever you are joining us from, from whatever pages you are on, we want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you. As usual, we say hit for us the share button, and let's all of us have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time. Please, let's have a wonderful time. So look at this. Children are now left to fend for themselves. The children are finding for themselves. Look at this. And doing dangerous work too, for that matter. Any of these stones could just mistakenly, or while they are, knocking that stone, a fragment of that stone could go in their eyes. They are damaged forever. They are damaged forever. Look at the kind of work that these children are doing. They will go set the stone on fire, break the stone. They bring large pieces of it, sit down, and they will bust it into smaller pieces, then take it in that bag to go and sell it, because the parents cannot afford. Two of the kids here, their parents were taken from the EPS. But these are the people that Boakai say he can't rescue. Look, let's watch the video, and I'll play another video. Look there. You see what is happening? Okay. So during the era of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, let me move this from there. I will show you what he was able to do in order to enhance the children's capacity to go to school. I will show you what President Weah did. Listening to what these children are saying and what they are doing as compared to what the children did or what the children said during President Weah time. Let me bring a photo of President Weah time of the children, what the children were saying. Let me bring it to you. Don't believe it. Let me bring it to you. So listen here, what children are saying.
Are now having easy access to their schools.
Parents stand in row of very bad. To move on to our house and get on our campus. Well, now you said to the water is so hot. Oh, anyway, you get on to yourself. That the same thing your uniform you get there, you can mess up before getting on your campus.
It's on the row of bar, we used to walk in water, going to school, people falling down from one bar. But now, we're happy the way they go face. You can walk free there, nothing can disturb you.
You see that? These are kids under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, telling us how Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Numa Boakai left the country after 12 years. That there were no rule for them to go to school. When the rain fall, they are in terrible condition. They can't go to school no more, according to what they explained to us. That was what they said. At the end of the day, with the initiative of President George Manneh Weah, these children, they were excited and said, today our lives are safe. We are now going to school. We need to worry what a rain car or Rena car or motorbike will come for us, will carry out to school. No, this is not me saying it, because sometimes when we say these things, you come and you condemn us. You get at us. Edwin George, you are welcome. Thank you so much for your presence here. So you saw what President Weah did for the kids. Let's go ahead. Listening to some of the kid testimony of President Weah. I don't want you to believe it, to believe me. Before you say, oh yeah, don't believe me. Believe the kids. What they will tell you, what they will say. So don't worry, we'll come there. I'm coming. Just bear with me. Let me do some other stuff here. Today I want to play you video to see the intervention that President Weah was able to make in the kids' life as compared to what Joseph Numa Boakai is doing now for our kids. He has abandoned our kids. Okay, let's come here.
Follow.
So listen to the kids saying.
Get it down. The office official. Present here, member of the 4th estate, the chief and elder of an elbow groundbreaking ceremony to be conducted by today's swamp community of ours. Not only has our leader, but has our son who listen to our cry.
Now I want to stop here. You listen to this girl as you were reading. That we are grateful that President we are listening to our cry. The cry that this place was not very good for us, we the kids. When we are going to school, we have to fall on the road. Sometimes we are on the back will throw us down. Sometimes our uniform get wet. Sometimes we get bruises on our body. And we cry to President Weah for him to help us. And he listening to our cry. Don't believe me. Listen to the girl. I'm sorry that I will not be able to play all because of time and other stuff. But she said, President Weah, thank you that you are able to listen to our cry. And you came to our aid. Don't believe what I am saying. Let's go to this lady. Let's go there.
Welcome you and your great men and women to this swamp community of ours. Not only has our leader, but has our son who listen to our cry, has your mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, and children.
Yeah, who listening to our cry? No, it's not me. Sometimes when we say these things, you get other words to say. The children are saying, President Weah, you listening to our cry. This community, even though in Mosoradabo was abandoned, we the children were never safe. When we move from one place to another, it's either back will throw us down, we get hurt, or we fall down with our uniform or so. But thank you for listening to our cries. And you have given us a rule. Not only that you have given us a role, but you've been able to pay our tuition so we can take WAS without any headache. Not only that you pay our WAS fees, but you are able to give us recess. Not only that you give us recess, but you pay for our Saturday class fees. Not only that you pay for our Saturday class fee, but you give us materials that we use to go and sit for our WAS or our WAEC. This is what President Weah was able to do. What is Joseph Numa Boakai doing today? Boakai promised a better living for these kids. Listen to Boakai. No, let's go so you can listen to what Boakai promised the kids before we move on to our next topic. Listen to what Boakai promised these people along with their parents. Listen to it. I don't want to say it before you go there.
Allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to. We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school.
Yeah, Joseph Numa Boakai said you will not allow these children to sell market. The children are not even selling market now. They are doing more than market selling. They're busting rack now. They're not even doing market selling now. They were not even market selling. They're selling. They want a modern market selling. They're doing the jobs that others, some others can't even do. The busing rack now. The busing rack in a very unsafe condition. No eyes, protection. Nothing there to protect them. They're using this hammer that are even greater than their strength to bust this rack. That Joseph Numa Boyka there for you. What is Joseph Numa Boyka coming to tell the Liberian people? What you will tell us tomorrow about the economy? What you will tell us about our children? One of the reasons why some of you voted against President Weah because you allowed these people to deceive you and said the bread and butter issue. You say, yeah, President Weah being roll, we agree, but not roll we eat. You say, yeah, President Weah gave our children tuition free, but not one we eat. You say, yeah, President Weah is building hospitals around the country, but not one we eat. Today, you are not even seeing the building of hospitals, the building of roads. You are not even seeing it to even eat. Ali, when you're seeing it, fine. But now you are not even seeing it before you will eat it. Joseph Numa Boyka is enriching his people around him, his ministers, while you and our children are languishing in abject poverty. Look at how much benefits one person in government is receiving. Taking almost 7,000 hours for compensation, salary compensation, they call financial compensation, whatever, with the exception of that pay. They're getting almost 5,000 hours for housing allowance. They're getting this and they're getting that. No, don't believe me. Look at how these people are enriching themselves at the detriment of the Liberian people. When we say you feel we lie, we play the video. You will get tired seeing the video, but you will see it so that you can know, so that you can see it for yourself. Look at these people today, how they are living at the expense of you and myself. Look at how they are living. They have abandoned you. No, you are not. They abandoned you long time. Forget about that thing. You are abandoned long time. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me play you a video for you to hear for yourself how much some of these people are taking home as benefits. Some of the benefit that these people are getting. The 1 year alone, it can be able to equip our health center. Just the 1 year benefit can help to equip our health center around the place. The people are receiving, real money while your children are on the street begging. These people are getting fat benefits. Fat benefits in the midst of difficult situation, financial hardship. The financial hardship is not affecting them. That you is affecting you. That you and your children is affecting, but not them. For them, they can make sacrifices for $5 to come from out of their pay or out of their benefits. But they will tell you, say, you must make the necessary sacrifices. Your children are on the street begging. They are at the detriment of rapists. That's what happening. Your children, they are at the detriment of rapists and people who are sodomizing your kids. Your kids are now in terrible conditions. While these people who should be protecting your kids, they are the one perpetrating this inhumane act against your children. They are the ones. Don't worry, I'll find a video so you can hear how much some of these people are taking, how much some of them are making. Yeah. How much some of these people are making. I don't believe me. Sometimes when we say, people can say, oh yeah, hey, people they get talking. People appear and when you hear how much they are making, you scare. You say, what? What kind of thing is this? Well, don't worry, we'll get there. As Brother AB will always say, we are getting there. What about hook or about crook? Some kind of way, some kind of how, we are getting there. And we will get there. Don't worry, thereby we'll get there. It's standing right here. I want to try to show it to you, to play it to you, so that you can hear it for yourself. But I don't know why. Is it that this thing is a kind of bit? Oh, sorry. I get it right here, but I don't know why is it that it's not. Okay, let me see if I can open this from on this end. Okay, just bear with me. I want you to listen to some of the benefits these people are receiving. Yeah, while your children are there begging. I don't know. But anyways, I don't want to waste my time on this. We got to go to the next topic because time is not in our favor. Let's see. Let's see. If we can get this, that would be fine. If we can't, but I'm seeing it right here. Just the specific file that I want to go to. We got to do plenty manipulation. That's the thing. When you are, okay, fine. When you are presenting at the same time producing, that's what happened. So listen here. That's why we do sometimes to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. So let me bring you this for you to see it for yourself. Okay. So just bear with me. Okay, fine. That's good. So listen to what these people are receiving while your children are on the street begging. Listen. Listen here. Yeah, listen. Let's take our own time.
What's the current monthly income
Charlie Jackson, how are you?
of a governor and members of the
Definitely. Bunch of useless rescue, how you call rescuers. So let's listen to this.
The salary is $10,000 gross.
His salary is $10,000 gross. That one is his salary. The one where he working for. The one he's supposed to tell him that his salary. But listening to the other things that this man is getting while your children are on the street begging. While this government has abandoned your children. The money that they should use to at least go to some of the education of your children, to go to some other thing, the health sector, they are using it to put money in people's pocket. Listen, don't believe what I'm saying. Listen to this man. This is the central bank governor that Darius DeLon is asking. The nephew of Joseph Newman Boakai.
What's the current
Listen.
monthly income of a governor and members of the board? Question.
So currently, the salary is $10,000 gross. I am entitled to, I think, 7,008.
No, you acting governor, don't think.
Yeah, with the exception of his salary, he is entitled. You see the main entitlement? You that voted for Joseph Newman Boakai, what is your entitlement? Your children will be on the street begging. You said Joseph Newman Boakai was the right man. When President Weah said no, our children don't deserve this kind of life, you said no. You want to bring somebody in. They're the man here. The man is telling you what he is entitled to. But what are your children entitled to? They are entitled to go and break rock, to go and beg on the street. That's what they are entitled to. Let me carry back again for you to listen.
The salary is $10,000 gross.
All right, so
I am entitled to, I think, 7,008.
No, you acting governor, don't think now. You already banned.
Yes. But this is it. Since I was appointed acting governor on August 1, I have not attempted to pay the salary, the benefits, neither have I moved.
No, that's not my question.
So after your
nominee,
I will.
You want to do pro bono fund. You want to do pro bono fund. What is the salary structure? The income, monthly income structure.
That's what I was saying. The salary, that's the gross, and a cash allowance of 7,800 gross.
You have not answered the question.
That's monthly. So are you asking for all the benefits of
yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
So the governor, again, gets a monthly salary of $10,000 gross, a cash allowance of 7,800 gross. The governor is entitled to a housing allowance. Monthly. Monthly is 5,000 gross. He's entitled to.
So little gross.
No, because the tax rate changes. The tax rate changes. So I can give you.
So you are getting 60,000 every year for housing allowance.
Yes, gross. So it's paid less taxes. So that's the gross.
So you got 10,000 gross,
Okay, sorry, my people.
7,000 gross,
Yeah.
then another 5,000 gross. Yes, ma'am. All the gross are give me a total.
Okay.
Well, that's 15 plus
Rescue
7.
people.
That's 22.
Okay, 22,000 gross.
Yes.
Net?
Net, I wouldn't say because I have not taken it, so I wouldn't know what is net. And again, the net would vary month to month.
But you've been paying the other people.
Yes, I pay them.
So you should know.
So you hear it, my people? You hearing it? Sorry, let me.
Housing allowance 46,000 annual. It is a monthly cash allowance.
You are acting deputy governor as we speak. You've been there for how many months? Acting.
Since September 1st.
Since September.
Yeah.
You should know what you're earning monthly offhand already.
Yeah, that's what
No, but you come here across as a showman and you're not using the back. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah. And just like the governor said, we don't control the payroll. Okay?
How much are you receiving?
So I get a net of my salary in my income. I mean in my account. And it varies from bank to from month to month.
You know, we made all of us in public service and especially this institution where we work, like a fund balance. Some of your kind of don't take it serious because
You are hearing it now for yourself. You are now hearing it. So these are people who should be focusing on the ordinary people. But no, they care about themselves. They have forgotten about you, the ordinary people. When Joseph Numa Boakai promised you during the election that your children will not have to walk on the street, to sell on the street, or be up and down around the place, they will give you a dignified living. Do you have that dignified living? That dignified living is going to them. That's why I told you during election time. When a man like Boakai tell you good morning, check your wrist watch, look at the sky. If possible, ask 5 or 6 different persons to find out whether it is in the morning. To find out what it is in the morning. To find out. Because what Joseph Numa Boakai was saying, he will give you a dignified living. It was not about you. It was about giving people who ride along with him, who believe in his agenda, dignified living, and not you. Look at them dating the man talking. $10,000 while he taking home. $7,000. All the other things that he was naming. But Joseph Numa Boakai told you, we give you dignified living. Women, we give you a dignified living. Your children will not have to. So who is getting the dignified living now? No, listen to Boakai. Let me go carry the clip again, bring it back. Maybe you just feed that Joe are joking. Listen to Boakai who say he will give you dignified living.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have.
Yeah, Joseph Numa Boakai, that the dignity he putting on you, allowing your children to be used as breadwinner for the home because the parents were downsized by Joseph Numa Boakai. Is this the dignified living? That the dignified life he's talking about? No, let's be fair now. Is this the dignified life that Mr. Boakai was talking about? Is this what you voted for? We told you that voting for Joseph Numa Boakai was voting to rescue Joseph Numa Boakai and his crooks around him. And now you, the Liberian people. And now you are seeing it. We've entered the 3rd year of this man, going to the 4th year. What can you boast of? For 1 minute, I'm going to put myself in the shoe as a unity partisan. And I'm going to ask this question. Mr. Joseph Numa Boakai, we voted for you because we wanted a better living as young people. Mr. Boakai, we voted for you because we felt that by giving you the opportunity to lead us as president, you are going to ensure that our lives will be protected. But today, the police are the ones who are carrying on serious atrocity against us. In our mass as motorcyclists, we ran your campaign by using our motorbikes. We ran your campaign because we felt that your coming was going to give us an opportunity. But you took over as president. The first thing you did was to extort money from us and then took us from on the road. Today, what are we benefiting as Liberians? You said you have come to rescue us. Let's look at the education sector. What is your print on the education sector? What have you done for us in the education sector? You said you have come to rescue us. What are you doing about the road infrastructure? The place President we are left it, that replace you. You stay there. President we are project that why you carrying on. You have not initiated your own project. Where are we? The price of rice is on the increase. The last time you increased taxes on us, knowing that we don't even have jobs, but you are increasing taxes. Today, we as students can no longer talk. You send police to beat on us. Mr. Boakai, is this the rescue you promise? Is this the rescue you promise? Let's look at your agenda, your arrest agenda. Look at the government arrest agenda. You talk about agriculture. What is your hand mark in the agriculture sector? No, what is your hand mark? What have you transformed in the education, in the agriculture sector, Mr. Boakai? Because you talk about arrest. So what have you changed? Or what have changed? We are now in the third year. We're talking about the fourth year. Because one day in a new year, forget it. That year no longer new. That old year. That old year. Just one day. So we're talking about the climax of the first month in the new year, so to speak. So it's no longer new year. You are no longer fighting for 2026 again. You know what we're fighting for? 2027. 2027. What have you done in the agriculture sector? What can you point to? So what can you point to in your own sector that you claim to be the guru, the agriculturalist? What can you point to in that particular sector? You talk about road. What can we point to on road? The last time we record, all of the major road corridor in Liberia, they were all arranged, funding were all secure under the Weah-led administration. All. So what new negotiation you've made for our roads? Because in your arrest agenda, you get road there. Where are we with roads? The last time we recall that particular, how you call RRA road that you wanted to take as your, somebody will say, signature project, enough for you, Papa, enough for you. It's for President Weah. It is for President Weah. We were there, we did the recording. Thank God that we're part of that history. You talk about the rule of law. Look at today what is happening. Where today a little girl at the age of 14 was raped by a deputy minister for youth and sports, J. Brian McGill. The police director say the DNA machine where they're supposed to use to test whether J. Brian McGill did it or not, the machine spoiled. They took some of the specimen, they sent it abroad. The person where there, the lady where they say yes, that they may. Did it? You say no, you believe the lady. You say the lady statement, they're not looking too correct. But you will send DNA across the ocean to conduct tests. But the person who is raped, looking at the man and say, this is the man. You say no. The lady not son. What she's saying is not truth. Today you are able to set J. Brian McGill free. He's walking as a free man. Where are we as a people? In our own country, we are not secure. Anybody can do anything. The last time we recall the police massacre our people in Kinjor in a broad daylight. Nothing came of it. The police moved all the way to Matthew Moluba's house and put a bullet in his stomach. He went free. Our nation is in terror. Our people are crying. Every day we wake up to another death news. Look at the NSA boss, our highest security in the land. The deputy boss sodomize about 3 person, sodomize a little child. They say the two run away, they catch one. These are all Sherry. One of the people that are there, the NSA boss himself, Prince Charles Johnson, is involved in that act. But you people are covering them up. The victim are left in tears while the victimizer walk away in victory. Joseph Numa Boakai, is this what you promised the Liberian people? Today, under your government, in less than no time, Liberia is placed on visa restriction, the entire country. Is this what you promised the Liberian people? Is this what you promised the Liberian people? Fellow Liberians, this is where we are. Where the government have forsaken you. They've abandoned you. These crooks and criminals have decided that they will do just what pleased them and not you. Sorry, but that's the reality. The second issue I want to talk about is this Mr. Alexander Cummings. You know, there are people who are just very stubborn that can't hear. They are lefakao. For them, they believe that what they will do is what they will do. How you talk, how you say, how you see it, are your own business. For some of us, we felt that Mr. Cummings has learned a lesson. Here is it. We felt that Mr. Cummings has learned his lesson from everything that happened. But from all indication, it's like Mr. Cummings hasn't learned anything. The desperation of Mr. Cummings will lead him into more troubles. And that's what we are seeing. When Mr. Cummings came, out politically, the first person that we saw him associating with was Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. In his mind, he felt that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the best choice to give him an opportunity to the presidency. But at the end of the day, we saw how it went. He performed dismally. And what he did, he decided that, well, I will jump behind Boakai. We saw what happened with Boakai. How Boakai used him, and at the end of the day, Boakai also dumped him along the way. In his mind, in his thought, he believed that Boakai is his man. Sometimes I wonder whether Alexander Cummings, I don't know, but anyways, I will just leave it as it is. Somebody say, but the main opposition, why you should talk? No, I'm not a fool to just believe because somebody is not in government, so they are for me. No, that is not me. Somebody who can use my brain to think. Somebody can tell me to say A, then I say A. No, I must ask you why. The level of education that I've acquired and where I have reached in life is not for me to jump behind somebody and just do what the person say I'm gonna do. I must ask a question because at the end of the day, it will be left with me to clarify, to give reasons why. I will not say because the man says so, therefore that way I say no. So it doesn't mean because Alexander Cummings as an individual is in the opposition, so it means he aligned with my belief or he aligned with the opposition. There are people in the opposition I must give credit to, or even in the ANC. And one person, yes, I would disagree with her when the time comes. But I want to say kudos to Mariah Yakula. Mariah is somebody who continued to prove that yes, she may have issues, but her agenda somehow, some way, is actually in line with the massive. Some way. Mariah Yakula is one person in the ANC that I want to give credit to. Because she has been very objective to the extent that she has not let go her critical analysis of this Boakai regime. But I wonder sometimes whether Alexander Cummings really understands what he is doing. Because the thing is, Alexander Cummings is like he believed that Joseph Numa Boakai will give him the presidency. Look at these few times. The holy marriage that they are in. Alexander Cummings going on the football field with Joseph Numa Boakai. Look, Alex, I don't know, the people who are around Alexander Cummings are not advising him. They may have no advisor. Our children are being raped. Have you seen or heard of any statement, serious statement from Mr. Alexander Cummings? Look at the number of atrocity that is being committed by this government. But Alexander Cummings is the one going on football field with Joseph Numa Boakai. They playing game. They having dinner. They enjoying themselves. So Alexander Cummings do not have the spine to be able to criticize, objectively with the fact. You continue to align yourself with rapists and people who continue to inflict pins on the Liberian people, and you think that at the end of the day, we will allow you, Alexander Cummings, to take our vote? You know, anytime the people try to pass Alexander Cummings, we have somebody here with audio. So we have a brother here that will be joining us with the audio. And fellow Liberians, we are grateful to have our brother here who is going to be joining us via audio. He's not going to be with us in the live, but he's going to be with us via the audio. Welcome, my brother. You care to introduce yourself to the audience while we move on? Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you are loud and clear. We are getting you loud and clear.
All
so you
right.
care to introduce yourself.
Okay, Mr. Prince Sheriff, it is a privilege to be right here today on your platform. I decided to do something new and strange because, something like this we have Liberians all over, and it is only fair and good enough that we educate our people from different walks of life. So, as I speak to you, we are also going live on TikTok. So we have a lot of our Liberians there who's also going to be following you and following your platform. If that is okay by you, if you feel you want to educate our Liberians all over the world by TikTok as well. So I'm currently using my set going TikTok at this moment. But by name, I'm William Davis, and I'm streaming live from Minnesota, USA.
Thank you, my brother Wills, and thank you. I have no problem with the information getting across there. I have no problem. Even though I know you have your own political belief and you align politically on the other side, but I respect the fact that we can respect each other, and you have your view, I have my view, and I really respect that. You're one person who we go back and forth, but we are family. I can say, we are family, and I respect
Yes, we
your
are.
view.
We definitely
Yeah,
are. We have
I
come a long way.
yeah, I definitely respect your view. So I know we've been talking on a couple of issues. One has to do with the videos that we display. So, fellow Liberians, I'm not going to be showing him because, of some other reasons, other technical reason from his end. So he's only going to be with us via the audio. But better still, maybe we'll be able to display. I don't know if, but anyways, yeah, we'll be able to. You will hear him through the audio. So I know we talk on a couple of issues. One has to do with what is happening with our kids. You saw the video of those kids on the street begging. Some are even made to do houses choice or some work that are even not, safe at all. You saw it. And unfortunately, Mr. Boakai told these people during the election period that he was going to ensure that our children are well protected, that they are in school, etc., etc. But he has abandoned these kids and they are left on the street to beg for aid from other people. Like the boy we saw who got raped, according to him, the only thing he wanted was a football boot. And he went to this deputy director for NSA, and at the end of the day, he was held captive for 3 days and sodomized by three grown-ups. And you saw what happened to the girl, J. Brian McGee, Deputy Minister for Youth and Sports. When the lay girl was raped, the girl identified him and gave the story. The police boss said, well, he can't trust the girl. They will have to get a DNA machine to carry on some tests. At the end of the day, the government said the DNA machine spoiled. They had to take it and carry it out of town. At the end of the day, they say now the man and stuff like that. And you know what happened at the agriculture where a director also raped and etc. etc. So what is your take on these things?
Well, thank you again once more, Mr. Sherry. Like you said earlier, that it is important respecting the views of each and every individuals, and it is also our constitutional rights to exercise, our thoughts and contribute to the society. So, notwithstanding, I would say this: these these are issues or outstanding problems that has been going on, for a very, very long time. This just did not start it within the unity regime or party. Even when you go back to the sedition regime, we have had problems, issues where auditors were killed, got missing. There were no justice done, and you name it. I mean, the three missing boys went missing during, the weird regime. So all I can say here, instead of us playing politics with this thing here, is also, being able to target the problems and hope, for a better outcome, But the truth being told, I don't think actually this has something to do with the administration to say, oh, the government is responsible. Now, let's go to the kids and think being in the street and selling and all those stuff there. Even during the weird regime, when President we are offer free education at the university or whatever, there were still kids, all in the street. I remember at some point in time where that was the message that we were campaigning with when, during or before the election, that there will be no kids falling in the street and obviously going between cars and trying to help parents out. Notwithstanding, we are getting there because imagine there are a whole lot of undone stuff that you people have left behind. You're talking about during the weird regime that a lot of youths, were all got involved into drugs that damaged their lives, that ended up, actually during the weird regime within graveyards, sleeping in cemeteries and things, taking in high substances, you name it. And this very government here, as we speak, working on those projects, cleaning up, our future leaders and all those stuff there from the street. You're talking about on left or undone projects, that this government left behind. And we always made that clarification there that, if this government will tend to be like the we-are-led government or even the alien government, there wouldn't even be what we are experiencing right now, that we call steady electricity. You're talking about the road going to Grenjide, the ex-president hometown being greater and all those stuff there that people produce are not being wasted, spending so many days on the road before they get to the city and they are all damaged and things, or maybe they are rotting. You're talking about good medical care or facility. You're talking about running pipe-borne water into homes and things, making the street secure and safe by putting street lights up, not even solar lights that we are putting on our major streets or highway, So, but this government is so highly responsible in a way that they decided, hey, you know what, government is continuity. So where the last man left off, I will continue, from there. Now, you think or put this into perspective here. Our ex-president always had the saying, including his supporters, that there hasn't been enough time that he could have, completed projects that he broke grounds for all over the country, But guess what been happening? Or what happened was that he had sufficient time. He had sufficient time to have built his condominiums. He has sufficient time to as well, buy his luxury cars. He has sufficient time to make trips in order to witness his son, playing soccer, playing sport.
Sure. So let me hold you there. You will come back in so that it can be interactive. You made so many points, and I took down my own point. One, you talk about the issue of the 3 missing boys, and you said these are things that you try to blame it on the government because these were some of the things that you people ran with. I mean, when you were in opposition as somebody who supported the Unity Party.
I have always sat on top of the fence. Let a point of correction. Let me straight about it.
You've always supported the Unity Party. Don't try to understand the reason why some of you. No, I come in now.
My brother, do not pin something on me. I'm still alive.
My brother, you've always supported the Unity Party. That's what I'm saying. And
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
All right, no problem. I agree with that. So let's talk about the issue of the 3 missing boys. And I first want to play a video so that the audience will be able to get it. Because these were some of the messages that you people ran with and said, President, we are told your kidney, and the kidney were in bag and were passing around. And we told you people that, okay, if you claim that these people, they were murdered by the system or whatever, conduct your own investigation. And the Unity Party Police Director Gregory Como conducted his own investigation. Now, I don't want you to believe me, what I'm about to say. In fact, I don't want to say it. But I want us to listen to what Gregory Como said about these 3 boys. Because these are information that you people still running with. These
what's about the auditors?
You people still running with are coming one by one. So let's listen to this first video. The audience is getting you and the audience is also getting me. So let's listen to this first video from the 3 missing boys aka. Let's listen to this.
Robert Blamo Jr. and Bobby Wentworth, who were victimized during the process, wherein the canoe were capsized on the St. Paul River on October 17, 2020.
Yes, Leo, I can bring you on. You know what you do? Let me just pause this. Leo, if you can just text me, WhatsApp. If you can just text me and say hi on my WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number. So if you can just text me on this WhatsApp number, then I will send you the link directly. So let me just put it here. So on this number, just text me, just say hi. Just say hi. Then I will send you the link straight in your inbox and it will be able to come on. So let's know this. So Leo, again, the number is right up here. Just text me and say hi on WhatsApp. Then I will send you the link immediately. Thank you. So my people, let's listen to what Joseph Newman Boakai, police director, said about these 3 missing boys that some members of the opposition are still running around with. Let's listen to this.
Established that Siafa Boyman, Robert Blamo Jr. and Bobby Wentworth, who were victimized during the process, wherein the canoe were capsized on the St. Paul River on October 17, 2020. It was established that Siafa Boyman had drowned. The body was discovered. The body was identified by eyewitnesses based upon the clothes that he was wearing. But the other 2 bodies, in person of Robert Blamo Jr. and Barbara Boakai, we did not find them, or we have not discovered, or who knew they were, but not the person. So, in accordance with Chapter 25 and Subchapter 25.3 of the Civil Procedure Law of the Republic of Liberia, with caption From our investigation conclusion, it was natural disaster. So I rest for now.
Thank you. So that is it for now with the missing boys. As the investigator rightfully said, one person has been identified, and the body that was retrieved was carefully analyzed. There were no body parts seen to be missing, which would have indicated some ritualistic activity.
So I'm going to stop here. And this is the first issue, fellow Liberians, that these people ran with. And my brother is still saying it here. Oh, 3 missing boys. You listening to the police. When they conducted their own investigation, that is just a Boakai police people conducted their investigation. According to what the police investigator said, there were no foul play. They did not see no missing parts, etc., etc. They did their investigation and there were no foul play. These children got drowned, according to what the police said. The people who are charged with the responsibility to investigate. But here you are, my brother, you still carrying this narrative. 3 missing ball, government kid, 3 missing ball, this and that. Look, this time around, we will not just allow people to say things without us not correcting it. No, we must correct it. We are doing it not because of us, but also because of you. So that when you go to explain to the public, that people will not be able to mock you because you do not have adequate information. No, so that you will be educated enough to know that these issues, they were laid to rest. That is the first issue. Let's look at the second issue that you talk about, auditors. Can you give me a proof that there were 4 auditors? Can you give us that proof? Where can you send us so that we can see here there were 4 auditors that were killed? Do you have that proof? Do you have a link that these people who died, they were all auditors, so that we can go there and bring it to the public right now as we are speaking?
Okay, the very first thing here, we will attack the problems, or we will address the problem, one at a time.
Yeah, no, I will give you time. I will give you a time, whether 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. I just want to ask whether you have a link that we can go to so we can bring it to disprove to you, or to disprove that notion, that you people continue to say auditors were killed. That it is false.
Brother,
that is false. You people say 4 auditors.
First of
So
all,
do you have the link that we can go to?
First of all, you people have always tried covering up your activities or your tracks. No. Let me ask me a question.
Do you have
a question?
Do you have a link that we can go to? I will do the research. I have on a advanced system here. I can go there and
no problem.
Yes, sir.
We all are in America. We all have the systems that we need to have. But I will tell you this for sure. Your very first video that you just played has no or does not have sufficient evidence or substances within it in order to, disconnect you guys from the 3 missing boys. Okay? Up to now, even if the 1 were 4, where are the others? The 2 boys. So the 1 you feel is sufficient in order to clear out the air about the 3 missing boys? No. And even at that, it was still not confirmed that the 1 that was found is exactly one of the 3 missing boys, because we remember the parents were called to identify that child, and they said it clearly that child that they have found were not their child. You people are still running with that narrative.
In other words, you are saying that the information that the police gave, that you and myself listened to, including the audience, the information was false. That is what you are saying, right?
The police are subject to mistakes. In fact, even in America, in America, there are a lot of.
Let's take our own time now. So you are telling us that the investigation that was conducted by your own police director, the police director that you have confidence in, and you appointed him as police director, as rescue police director, you are telling us that the information that they provided to the public, that we just listened to, where the police director said
Brother,
that these
the police director
so you don't
went
believe
wrong. The police director went wrong because even after the child parents were called to identify the missing body, and they told them that that wasn't their child, they had their clothes. They had their kids' clothes.
So in other words, you are telling us now that
In
the
other words,
rescue
we are
police
still
director
looking.
was wrong, right?
We are still looking for the 3 missing boys. We are still looking.
So basically, what you are Akami Chief. So basically, what you are telling us is that the police that was appointed by Joseph Numa Boakai, Gregory Como, that he was absolutely wrong on his investigation, his
Brother,
funding, and
that's
etc.
not that direction we are going in. We are talking on the subject, and let's stick to it. Let move to the next. Let's move to the next.
Before we move to the second, let's clear this one first. Let's clear this one first. So you are telling
it
us,
has been understood.
So the police, you are telling us that the police is wrong. The police is dead wrong.
The police found a missing body. Equally, they found a missing body, and they needed a clarification or they needed a closure in order to note that this is just one of the 3 bodies or missing boys that they were looking for, and which they got their answer. So, let's move to the next subject.
No, but there is a need, Akami Chief, before we move to the next subject. This thing you're trying to beat around the bush. Thank God we get a video. Any topic you bring here, my brother, I will bring the video. Anything you bring here, I will bring the video. I will bring the video.
That doesn't have enough substance in it for you to want to even hold on to it.
So who is charged with the responsibility of carrying on investigation as per your own knowledge?
But let me ask, then let me rephrase this to you. During the time this incident occurred, it occurred during the Weah-led regime. Why they did not resolve this problem? And why people are looking deeper and further into this administration?
No. You said you did not believe it. Investigation was conducted, and the government came up at the time, said these children got drowned. You said no. You said no, they did not get drowned. The kidney were removed, and
I did not say kidney were removed.
No, that's what you said. Because
no, Prince Sharif. Stop that. Everybody here is listening. I did not even say the children were drowned. I said they went missing. So
the police that is charged with the responsibility of conducting an investigation and coming up with the facts, the police is telling you that they discovered a body, and from their own investigation, they found out that this was one person who was involved into the act. But you are saying no. You are on record on this platform saying no. You don't believe the police.
I am going with facts. I am going with facts here. I still can. I believe I can recover, or I can come back to what I said earlier. I'm still alive, and you don't try to rephrase my words.
I'm trying to rephrase. No, that's what you said.
No, that's what you are doing.
You said the police can make mistake. You said the police can make mistake. You do not believe in what the police is saying. You don't buy it. That's what you said.
Okay, my opinion here, to the matter of fact, is that the 3 missing boys are still missing. And
so
they got missing. They got missing during the Weah regime. They got missing during the Weah regime, and we hold you up to that obligation and standard to have resolved your issues that you refused to, and left it all onto this administration.
Let me just hold you right there and bring somebody in.
Okay, hold on, brother. Welcome, Jesus Choice. How you doing? Welcome to the platform right here. We are doing some politics right here with my brother, who is the host, Prince Sharif, and we are live on Facebook as well. You can hear me, Jesus Choice, right?
Yeah, I hear you, sir.
Okay. So yes, Prince. We do have our sister on the line here in our show.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, Jesus Choice. I don't know, you've been following.
So before we come to our sister,
I just saw it, so I reacted to it, and I just joined it.
Okay.
So before we come to our sister, I want us to. Yeah, I want us to take our brother on this issue of the 3 missing boys. I played the video, and maybe when he come in, he will give our sister clue relative to what we are talking about. But again, I want to welcome our sister. Thank you so much for joining us. My brother Leo, you listening to our brother who said, you listening to him very loud and clear. Let's hear from you on this issue of, this 3 missing boy that our brother continue to run with and etc. Let's hear from you, sir, on all issues that we talk about.
Let me salute you and your listening audience via social media and whichever platform. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, we are as well coming here. We are as well joining Prince Sherry from TikTok too.
Okay. Thanks for providing. What's your name again, brother? Please, I'd like to reference you by your name.
I'm William Davis.
Mr. Davis. Thank
you. Yes, sir. And yours, what's your name?
Leo. Just call me Leo.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Leo. Welcome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Prince, Mr. Davis sounds too intelligent not to know of the case, the closing or the final closure, what has been found, what has been said by I will assume that you are the party supporter, you're partisan, right?
No, I always say I'm for Liberia and I'm sitting on the fence. Whoever, has the country.
Be straight to the point. You
see what Princess do again? He keep on sticking his hands down my throat.
No, Chief, be fair to the audience so that they will understand. They understand Massa. They know Massa. Don't try to. So let me straight so that
let the brother, let Mr. Leo talk.
Yes, sir. It's no shame to defend your own because I said here as a proud citizen. So
I definitely agree with you, Mr. Leo.
But let me go to the point, right? I think, Prince, we will also use this moment. Let it be a teachable moment to those like my brother here who knows the fact, but maybe will refuse to say, you know what, that whole situation has been closed. Gregory Como held a press conference where he came to the 3 missing boys, and the narratives of all these people kidney were missing, all of that. That case is closed, my brother. So for you to say, oh no, one body was found, and this is so you are telling us now, CDC or the real government must still be held accountable for the balance too. I don't want to misquote you. It's what we're saying.
Well, if you say, Mr. Leo, that the case has been closed, I don't even think that. First of all, this administration will have also to look into the case or still be looking into the case because there where this funding is coming from, that one of the 3 missing boys has been identified. So that means that the files are still open. They are still looking into things.
Did you follow Gregory Como's presentation? I mean, 2 years ago, when this whole 3 missing boys saga came up and the closure of what was found. Did you follow that presentation?
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And so, but did you believe at the time? Do you believe on that whatever findings they may have found and came up on publicly live and presented those facts? Did you believe that at the time?
Well, brother, I would say that from the outset of things, I using my own judgment, I did not believe it until they came to a closure, which of course the family of that missing child had to be the one to identify, their child. And unfortunately, when the family show up, they said that child wasn't theirs, So that I wish I also follow that,
so,
of course.
Provided false information to the Liberian people.
Well, I wouldn't say false. I wouldn't say false because yes, my brother, in America here, we all know there are cases.
My brother.
But we all know, brother. I mean, we are all out here. We are we are intelligent people, well exposed. For a matter of fact.
Once you are saying you do not believe the information that was put out there by Gregory Como, right?
Brother, no, there are reports. There are reports that
I'll call you back. I'm a bit busy. I'll call you back.
So what I'm trying here to say, Mr. Leo, is the fact that there are work still that needs to be done. Those boys have to be definitely discovered. They do have to find where those missing boys are. And for now, I come in, Mr. Sheriff. For now, the government has too many things on the plate. They are trying to cover up, for the past administration. Things that the past administration should have.
No, my brother David, I will not let you get off. I mean,
Leo, just make your point. Then one bring our sister in on this.
Go ahead.
Leo, make your point.
But for you to, that's why I will not let you get away with to say this regime is trying to cover up for the previous regime.
What they not to get away with? Don't you believe in the fact
that this government is trying to cover up for the previous regime? This government,
yeah, there are a lot of undone and unfinished work that the previous government did not do. They couldn't complete, but they invested into themselves. They put themselves before the Liberian people.
You sound too decent to be sounding like this.
So let's
Mr. Leo, don't stop that. You got bad politics. Mr. Leo, you see what he's doing?
Hello, Wills. Let's listen to the sister from your end. I think she's listening to us, and maybe may have some
mistakenly, I lost her line. Dropped.
So to move on to the next issue, right, Leo?
Yeah.
You see, our brother here, Wills, is being dishonest to himself, not to us, not to the audience, because even the audience, who some of them do not support what we say, or they have a different political view, they are now getting to see the level of deception that is being played by our brother. You came up and said that we took all this thing. In fact, why must we leave it with this government? In the same tone, you said this government have plenty of things that they are working on. You come up again and said this government is trying to cover up for the CDC-led government. These are all contradictions that when you say sometimes,
what makes a contradiction?
People will try, because you said, according to you, that this government did not investigate initially. That what made me to bring this video up, because you accused the previous government, the we-are-led government.
Stop twisting. No. My arm. You are doing something bad here.
No. You said
that's why we bring the video out. That's why I bring the video out.
I did not say about anything about being refusing to do investigation. But you guys did not prioritize what was important to the Liberian people. Instead, what you guys were doing, you were focusing on yourself, enriching yourself. Living in a corrupt life.
One question, then you will come in. Let me just ask one question.
Yeah, go ahead. He's listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Leo, my brother.
I would like to respectfully believe that you follow the Gloria Misuska's case, right?
Yeah, Misuska. Yeah, I did.
That she was convicted and sentenced to prison. Thank you. Please
go ahead. Yeah.
No, that's all. But before Leo, that they may ask questions.
I don't want to talk before you guys start to say that I'm bending, politics here.
No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we all know that it was under the we-are-led regime, but then we know as well that the case did not favor her. It wasn't well investigated. Judgment was made without proper investigation.
I understand your agenda, my brother. I understand. Go ahead, Prince.
Mr. Leo.
Thank you so much. So
I love that shares and a military hat.
It comes to the next issue, Wills, and I want to ask you directly. It comes to the next issue. Has to do with what Mr. Boakai said. According to what Mr. Boakai said, that our children will be well protected. Those women that are selling in the marketplaces, or those that are selling, you will give them dignified living. And I don't want you to believe me. I want to play the video, because the question that I'm about to ask will come from this video. Because I want, so that the audience will continue.
I'm already prepared, and I think I have answers to that.
Okay, fine. So just for the audience, so that we play it, so that they hear the voice of Joseph Numa Boakai saying to the Liberian people and to our mothers what he promised them with a time frame. He did not just say it randomly like that without putting a time frame to it, but he was very specific by adding a time frame to whatever that he was going to do, and etc. So let's play this video for our people to hear it for themselves.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past.
Now, I'm going to move this. You listening to Mr. Boakai Daves, who
Loud
said
and clear.
after 4 months, things will not be the same. Corruption will be the thing of the past, and etc. etc. Your children will not have to worry. They will have to be in school. I play a video here where a labor was on the street begging people to help him. I play another video where a little girl was in the market saying her mom cannot even send her to school because the mother cannot even afford to send her to school, don't even have the money. I play another video of 3 kids who were breaking rack to go and sell it so that they can just have food to eat.
Okay.
You saw women in the street selling. In fact, it's so I can play the video, which I'm not going to play here because I don't just want to play video. I want to give us chance for us to have this discussion, where women are saying that the things that they used to buy yesterday for maybe $25, it has the price have tripled. In fact, they cannot even see buyers talk about even the money that they will use to even go and buy. That things are becoming worse. Wait, I want to play a video, a very short video, before you come to the answer. I want to play this very short video to hear from the women what the women are saying, not what I am saying, but what the women are saying. Let's hear from them. Yeah, let's hear from them. So let's play this video.
They rescue the one a million rescue. You want to press people, you no book. Show me a million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue. Yeah. To deliver you from something, take you for something. So you are the poor people rescue me, save. But we the old people rescue the million rescue. That can't help me while here. That's the same thing. But you can't tell in the water. He can't put one making the water back to kill on one thing. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. Your aunt Jota Baga. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year? Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Patience Mane. Patience Mane. You sell in the market here? Yes. Are you selling in the here? Yes. I'm selling in the market. No market. Can't get some. I go look for an season. You go look for the market season? I see food because the food price, the way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my. Also, the money you carry in, to the cold storage. They put it back on my. It's very rich. How much for the face? You buy snapper 14,000. What is to buy? 10,000, 8,000. Buy it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you keep to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing that we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend.
Let's stop here so that we can't take too much of time. Wills, you listening to these people. Journalists went in the market to go and investigate, to go and ask questions. And with what you listening to Mr. Boakai said, are you telling us that Boakai was sincere in the promises he made to the Liberian people? Or is it that somebody say it was politics and he had to do what he had to do? What have you to say concerning this video that you have watched?
Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. Again, I will say this, I'm having a great time here. And I will say as well, you guys, I mean, it is a privilege in order for us to, share our differences here and be able to, understand what, we want for our country and our people. You see, this thing called comprehension and grammar is kind of like a very big issue in Tanzania. Sometimes we think we understand until we realize that we are totally being, off track. Now, what do I mean by that? When you listen to President Boakai speech or what he said, the analysis of that is that he told the Liberian people of the hope and the changes to come when he gets into office, or when he get into the mansion. He tried to make the Liberian people understand the changes of lifestyles, development, and things that are going to come through. When he talks about, or he spoke about the children being educated or going to school, he did not say precisely like we are, or, I will be responsible, I will pay for your children's school fees. No, he made a precise goal in which he made them understand that, due to the level of the level of development, the level of changes that he's going to bring to the country, it's going to definitely make an impact. It is going to help, mothers, families, fathers and things, enable them to put their children into school and to see, good life and experience good life. Now, y'all have played dirty politics to the extent that y'all have flipped these things here, upside down to the Liberian people, telling the Liberian people that, hey, Joseph Boakai have said that when he gets into power, he's going to take your children off the street and pay their school fees. He's going to as well, do this and that. But let me tell you something. Some of the promises that he kept, you see the market places and things that he has been building, developing in order for the very market women to have a decent place to sell. He also live up to the promises of constructing brand new roads, expanding the roads, making the roads better, that their produce and thing does not, get messed up and thing on the highway when they are bringing to town. So, you guys should be straight to the point and stop playing dirty politics with this administration.
Okay, so let's listen to
bro, Leo. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir.
Leo, go ahead.
With all due respect, right? So my ears begin to hurt when I hear you sound and talk about dirty politics. It's like you are not in tune, or you're not even following. Brother David, respectfully, again.
It is.
When was the last time you ever foot on the soils of Liberia?
No, I don't think that is relevant to what we are discussing, brother Leo. With all due respect, I beg you, please.
No. Yeah. I accept it because I'm in Liberia almost every year.
Okay.
Speaking to the video you just watched, to sound like this, I'm trying to grab the kind of what's your messaging. What are you driving at?
First of all, these are all seditious people, brother Leo. Let me straight to the core here. You people are putting your people together.
Let me just tell you something, right? From listening to the video to the reality that's on the ground, one will just look at Boakai and just call him a bold-faced flat liar. Period. And that's who he is.
Can I ask you a quick question, brother Leo?
Go ahead. Let me.
You are in Liberia, according to your own statement, which is on record. You are in Liberia almost every year.
Almost every year.
The last time you were in Liberia, imagining knowing how far, when the construction of the Ralphie Highway started, when George Weirden started grading the place, they never planted no light pole. The real street lights we had on the highway during normal time. Now, I come in. When you landed in Liberia, the last time when you landed in Liberia, when you drove on the highway, what was the changes that you saw there?
My brother, let me just first of all tell you, this government you're trying to represent, my brother, don't think you sound too decent to be doing this to your character.
No, I just want you to be honest with the Liberian people. What did you see?
My brother, first of all, the $20 million that you guys claim to have spent on Muddy Road. After His Excellency Dr. George Mane, we are left the seat for you guys.
He left for us. Where did he get that money from? Where he got that money from?
I'm asking your regime where he took the money from. Your claim, you show on Muddy Road and said 2019 to $20 million. The records are there, my brother.
Brother,
But
why are you people not appreciative? No, brother Leo, brother Leo, why are you guys not appreciative? Why?
Let's dissect this video, and then I will bring your character in to show you your mirror.
Okay?
My brother, your president, the one you try to support,
okay,
sat there and bold-faced lied to the Liberian people, for which now the Liberian people have seen him for who he is.
Lie about what? Be specific now, brother Leo.
Give me time, my brother. Give me a chance. After this, you will sit down behind the scene, and then you will repent and come and apologize to the people. If we don't provide,
this is a plot. So Sheriff, you priest, where brother, here to maybe repent.
My brother. After this, trust me, you are too decent to be doing it. Don't do that to you. But listen, right now, the numbers of children that are selling within the streets of our country, my brother, have more than triple. That's one. And this is
were they not there during the judge? We are.
Just give me the time.
Okay, all right, okay. Sorry for that. Sorry.
Drive past them every day, claim to go to work. As a matter of fact, somebody he wastes water on, even when a starts selling grumpy, he will start purchase, keep the thing go. But look, my brother, I'm telling you from a place of physical evidence. That's why I asked you.
Can you give me a proof of that person? We are.
I come here, brother. I come in. That's what I'm telling you. I'm there. I'm on the ground, my brother.
You should share a video with me of him buying peanuts from our people on the side, telling them take the change.
There are tons of videos that are out there of His Excellency Dr. George Manneh. We are engaging with the youth of Liberia. So to cite one
engaging and giving back are two different things. So
let me learn. Let me just learn on this video that the brother provided, because we gotta present the information to our people.
Sure, let's put the information in context. We are talking about a video here, and I ask you based on the video. So let's not try to go here, there. Yeah, no. Let's stick to the issue.
I'm just following the train. I'm kind of going with the flow.
Let's stick to the video, okay? The president at the time, he was a candidate, right? Trying to buy the Liberian people's trust. He got. What did he do? Now priority becomes an issue. Okay. What did he prioritize? After you have said to the Liberian people, the markets will not be the same, their children will not be. What did he prioritize? No, this president, in the faces of the same people he promised, went to purchase $1.2 million. We're talking about priority now. Let's compare and contrast. Look at the video. In the faces of the same people.
What did he purchase?
Man, you know that 1.2 to have invested after saying that I will rob wheelbarrow. In the case you will rob wheelbarrow. So
and what? No, you be clear about that. What did he purchase?
I will rob wheelbarrow.
What? Leo, what did the president purchase?
You saw the $1.2 million car. I don't want to call him because it'll be.
And when President Wiaki there, he owned that he purchased. How much did it cost?
My brother Wills, looking at the video, right? I know the kind of game you are trying to play. The first thing is you came on and not being very, 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 very sincere with yourself and with everybody by saying that you do not support the Unity Party, or you are not a partisan of the Unity Party.
I say I'm for Liberia.
Knowing very well, I know you, you know me. That's why I don't have my face. You know, I don't have my face. Somewhere I show my face. So for you to first of all lie to us on the platform by saying, you know, you support Liberia and you now Unity Party, man.
So I'll show you that I'm lying.
No, you are lying because I know you. You had a show.
Do you have proof?
Get the agenda of the Unity Party, but man, don't that about will, but go sit down somewhere, man. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. That's the first dishonesty. The second dishonesty that I saw in you was to tell us that the government of President Weah unalive 3 boys did not do much.
I did not say the government of President Weah unalive 3. I said three boys got missing.
That's why you said.
Whether it was the government, we don't know that.
Let me learn. No. You say that because you came back again to tell us that this government.
When a Prince Sherry, what are you trying to do here to me?
CDC government. That's what you said. Everybody on the record. If I'm lying, the people who are listening, you said no. I come in, my brother. I come in. Let me lay my point. You
That's
said
the problem I got with
government
seditious.
is covering up for the CDC-led government, according to what you said. When we played the clip for Gregory Como, you said, "Oh man, they think it happened all over." And in fact, I don't believe Gregory Como. In fact, Gregory Como and these people, they are trying to cover up for the
You
previous
see,
regime.
and you see again,
Your
you see
words.
the
You said.
misconception there.
No,
No, you being honest.
misconception. When
You
it
be
comes
honest here.
to the issue of the hardship in Liberia, according to you, you said the United Party government is
man,
doing this, they are doing that, and they are doing this.
What
When
I
we
have
play
said, I
video,
don't care if you edit
we play you
your video or audio.
audit nothing. They audit anything. Look, audit. Why we audit anything? When we play you the video here of this lady telling us about what they are faced with in the marketplaces, at the end of the day, you could not address the issue, but you want jump from the issue to go to another issue. And we say,
No, I definitely address the issue.
My brother, you will not get away. Don't do
No,
that.
so we say we must address the issue, but saying you can't address the issue, let's leave, let's go forward. Let's talk about a specific issue that brother Leo raised. When Joseph Newman Boakai,
what's about the auditors? The auditors are the two auditors that were found dead in the car where you guys could never give a clear, explanation to the Liberian people about. What's about the other auditor that got
this is
killed
another lie because I have the recording, I have the report right here.
Where
This
you
is
said
another lie.
where you
When they
lie
were-
and said that they died from I don't know car stuff or whatever. They went in their car to make love. You remember?
The same people that was used, or in other words, the guys who did the pathologists that were used to conduct the investigation are the same pathologists today that the rescue mission is using to also conduct some pathologists around. We'll come to it. Don't worry, I have all of these things here. Like I play in the video, I have all of the records here. So let's not jump here. What I want to ask about is the issue of this $22 million was spent by this rescue mission. When Joseph Newman Boakai became president, he told us that he has friends in high places, that he were going to use their expertise, they were going to do this, they were going to do that. At the end of the day, no car will be stuck in the mud, according to what Joseph Newman Boakai said. No car will be stuck in the mud. And he had a timeline, 90 days. No car will be stuck in the mud. As we speak to you, I can display videos upon videos to you. But he collected $22 million. I mean, 22 million was collected. Out of the 22 million that were collected to make sure that the roads are all pliable, in the voice of Joseph Newman Boakai, that money was mismanaged by the Minister of Public Work to the extent that when he was questioned by the senators, he asked for forgiveness and said they should forgive him. What is your take on that?
First of all, I would like to know how was such amount mismanaged by the minister. I would like to know how. You have to be able to spell it out. What did he do?
What do you know about that case, as a matter of fact? About him appearing to the House of Senate and making a case?
Well, to be honest, I don't know much about that case, but I would like for.
That's what I thought. You didn't know that, so
Yeah, okay.
I didn't expect you to answer
Because the thing is, you guys could be fabricating any story
when
here.
you stop fabricating, why would we sit on a platform where our reputations are on the line and fabricate?
Oh, brother Leo, would this be the very first time of the sedition? You people even can put integrity in front. You people can trash it. Y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care when it comes to politics.
My brother David, after this, trust me, you will come back here and apologize to the people because you're too
Okay, so with this issue of the road, right? The $22 million, because you're asking how it was mismanaged.
So let me address the road issue before you speak on the clarification.
Okay.
We all see the roads development that are being made or that are being targeted today just within the space of the 2 years. We have seen even up to the president's hometown where we're all muddy up. We know of previous pictures that the president was going out there to his hometown to campaign, and his cars got stuck in the mud. He had to get out of the cars to try to find his way through the muddy road in order for the cars to be removed. We saw all of those pictures and videos out there. But yet, the president had ample time in order to build his condominiums that he built there and to demolish his previous properties and rebuild them. But he wanted the people of his hometown vote that he promised to have make sure at least to greater the road, which he did not do. And that road today has been saved by this administration. Although they didn't put quota there, but they had a greater that, I mean, cars, flies on that road within, few hours, then, one whole day to 2 days. So there are a lot of great things that this government has been focusing on, like I said earlier before, things that the previous government did not do or they failed to do. This government had to live up to that standard obligation in order, to be able to cover up for them. So roads, the thing that were promised to the Liberian people, by the previous government, now this government has to deliver to that. So let me honest here. Let me honest to ourselves.
No, don't call for honesty when you are all over the place, my brother. You don't.
No, I'm not all over. I'm addressing the issue, brother. Brother Leo.
Then when I bring the mirror in front of you, then you.
Brother Leo, I am addressing the issue.
Wills, so let me hold you there and play something here, or read something here for you, because this one I have the video and I also have the one from Front Page Africa. So let's go to Front Page Africa and we'll just read few bars of it, because you asked about this issue, you don't know, and etc. So something that you don't know, you will not be able to adequately defend. I understand and I appreciate that. So I'm going to read from Front Page Africa here, the May 29th, 2024 edition. At the time, Joseph Newman Boakai was president. So it says, Liberia, Senate Joint Committee reveals 22 million in road contracts awarded without competitive bidding by public work, justice, and finance ministers. So let's go. We'll just read a few bars of it. Capitol Hill, Morovia. 3 ministers of the Unity Party UP-led government of President Joseph Newman Boakai, including the Director of Public Procurement and the Concession Commission, that is the PPCC, have been booked for grossly violating the public procurement and concession law of the country by awarding separate road contracts totaling 22.4 million to various companies operating in the country without a competitive bidding process. The minister include Roland Lafia Giddens, Oxford Tue, and Boema Kamara of the Ministries of Public Work, Justice, and Finance and Development Planning. They were held liable for flagrantly violating the PPCC law in a report submitted by the Senate Joint Committee on Public Works and Rural Development, Public Accounts and Audit, and Judiciary heads by Senator Albert Chie of Grand Crew County. They signed and attested to the awarding of the road rehabilitation contracts to about 10 companies, with the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning making an advance payment of 8 million to the contractors. It can be recalled that the Joint Committee was mandated by the plenary of the Senate to probe a complaint filed against the act by Senator Nathaniel Fallow Magay, Simon Bree Taylor, Egbezonga Mfile, and Abel Darius McGill. The senators complained that the Ministry of Public Works awarded 10 contracts with a total of US 22,389,667.13 or $13 million without a proper procurement process and relevant legislative proceeding funding. In its report submitted to plenary and debated during regular session at the Capitol building on Tuesday, that is May the 28th, the committee pointed out that during hearing on the matters, the Ministry of Public Work indicated that certain roles were part of the deliverables for the president's first 100 days policy statement. And as such, the minister had an emergency situation at hand to commence work at the dry season with almost at the dry as the dry season was almost ending. Minister Gooding justified that he had a mandate to keep crucial road segments across the country pliable, especially in the rainy season. He claimed that the Ministry of Public Works took a decision to brief the cabinet on its work plan for the 100 days, including the single sourcing of contracts for road rehabilitation work due to time constraint. According to him, the cabinet did not interpose any objection. Minister Gooding further claims to have written the public procurement and concession agreement at the PPCC to request for no objection a single source the rehabilitation and periodic maintenance of certain primary roads corridor under the President 100 Days Delivery Project for fiscal year 2024. PPCC agreed. Okay, let's go down. Okay, accept apology. The committee, however, recommended the plenary before going there. Let's come here. Let's read here very quickly, and then we'll stop here. They say PPCC agree. The Joint Committee reports revealed that on March 11, 2024, the Executive Director of the PPCC wrote and approved the no objection for the companies to execute the contract in the absence of an approved budget. The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, which was also written, confirmed to the PPCT through a Deputy Minister for Budget and Development Planning that there were adequate funds allocated to the Ministry of Public Works to support the work completed to support the works contemplated in its no objection approval. During the committee's meeting with the Ministry of Public Works, Senator Magay disclosed that the minister was in violation of the PPCC law by requesting to sole source such high value contract instead of open competitive bidding process to get the value for money and awarded the contract on letters to proceed without legislative approval of the budgeted amount to obtaining loan without legislative approval. Now, you ask the question, the reason why people use the PPCC step in order to award contract is so as to avoid somebody taking the contract and giving it to a bogus company, so as to ensure that the rules are followed. That is, before such a contract, because according to our law, they have a threshold or certain amount, that those amounts, before those amount or that kind of contract can be given to a company, there must be what we call a kind of public procurement where people will look into the company to see whether that company is legitimate, etc., etc. That was never done under the Joseph Newman Boakai led Lafayette Gooding public work man. They didn't do it. They just collected the contract, took the contract and gave it to companies that were never been through or been vigorously, let's say, scrutinized through the PPCC.
They were not vetted, and
they were not vetted. Thank you so much. That's the word. They were not vetted.
Businesses were even owned by some of the cronies of these guys, but anyway.
Thank you. And even at that, there were some companies already that were being paid for the piece of work that they supposed to do. The government turned around and paid, whether they paid them or their cocoa GT. After they were being paid to do a piece of work, the people took the Liberian people money and gave it to them again. It almost like paying 3 times one person to do the work that they have already been paid for. And with the exception of that, some of the roles, according to what we just read, some of the roles that were included in the 100 day, they already finished working on the role. The role was already worked on. It was good. There was no need for them to spend any money on it. But the committee investigation revealed that the same role where President we have faced, and they were all pliable, that the same role they took and put it in the 100 day, and they spent 22 days. According to them, they say they spent 22 million on. That the question now that I'm asking you, and you jumping around the place. But again, you say you have no idea on it. You don't understand.
My
I think
man,
with this
my man,
explanation,
yeah, with all what you have just read or made clear here, that of course, to my understanding, I'm unaware of that information. And I can't state further on that, you know. So
No, but you
The
talk
next
about the
story.
improvement role are coming. So it means that you have some knowledge. So what are those roles that you think that Joseph Numa Boakai have improved that you can tell us? Any role that you name, I will bring it out here and then be able to show it to the public. So what are these roles that you say, according to what you said, that Joseph Numa Boakai have a role? In fact, the Southeastern role now, okay, people can go there. President we are when they car he's in the mud. So what are those roles according to you that Joseph Numa Boakai has fixed?
When you are talking about the rules of the project, these are unfinished projects that President we are left behind. Most of them. Something that I continue to say, and I retain my statement that these are projects that the president had sufficient time to have accomplished, to have given Liberian people in the Southeastern Road, even the Ralphie Highway Road. You're talking about other major roads that the sedition claimed that they collected funding or they raised fundings for, they were awarded and things for, but he did not focus on those things that matters to the Liberian people.
David, question. You said President Weah, His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah had enough time
correct
to have
sedition.
carried out. Hold on. Oh, of course. I mean, I'm proud of my man's actually. As a matter of fact, by the way, you're not distracting. Are you saying publicly that President Weah had enough time to have carried out development that he didn't, for which this regime
6 consecutive years?
Is that what you're saying? I want to be on record. Is that what you are saying?
Is known publicly.
Okay, that's what you are saying, right? Okay, let's go back to the facts. Again, you spoke about integrity. Let's go back to the fact, right? How long was COVID? I just want to ask questions here, right?
Oh God, COVID came, but the president could still complete his projects.
Thank you.
Right?
How long? No, just give me how long was COVID?
No. I mean, let me fair here. We had COVID, but the president was able to demolish. The president demolished his whole house. He rebuilt it. He turned around. His condominiums.
Because with somebody like me, if it was a one-on-one, you would shut down your camera and you probably be like, man, who's that guy? But let's go there. I'm giving you the respect to Prince, so I'm taking it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being. I rather honestly,
So you don't know how long COVID lasted for, right?
Brother, it's not about how long COVID. That I don't know, but I'm telling you, the bread and butter issue here, brother Leo.
You said in your case, Joey had enough time to have.
He had enough time. We know that.
How long was COVID?
I'm sorry.
How long did it take President Weah to complete his houses?
My brother, Prince, you are saying something?
I understand you. I mean, our seditions brothers, we know that you guys mean well for the country. You guys have good intention. But the problem here is what I'm struggling with is that your leader, does he have the same mindset as you guys do? That's my problem.
Brother David, I will give you my name so that you can check my track record. I don't follow fools. I follow people who have vision. So if you say Judge Weah, no. I represent what I see this guy's vision is. So that's why I say maybe one-on-one forum with me and you'll probably be sleeping or trying to find the next time back to apologize to the Liberian people. But let me just say this to you, right, my brother?
I strongly disagree, brother Leo.
Okay, to each his own, and I respect that, right? I strongly believe that you know that COVID took at least, if not 3 years or 2 major years of George Weah's regime, for which even this great country that you and myself, it was brought to our knees. I'm not making excuses. The facts are there, okay?
You are. It's good that you pointed that out.
Hold on. Let me proceed now, right? When you talk about George Weah had enough time, right, for which the record will even show you 3 years of a working government. Now, how long had Boakai been there for? And you show me one tangible of Boakai's own project that he has undertaken to complete. I rest my case.
Before you come in, I want to play you the video because you talk about this issue of the road. I want to play you a video on the road project of the RRA this 4-lane or 8-lane road, however you will call it, on the RIA. And there are documents here from the World Bank. If you like, I will also display the documents from the Executive Mansion website to the various news outlet. But I want to play you this first video. This video that I did, the recording, I did. I want you to watch it a bit for our audience. Let's see if we can get our people on here. Let's see if we can play this here for our people here.
That ghost list there that they took my brother off, Mr. Sherry, this thing being fighting Sherry like hell. My brother, sorry, yeah. Your good time just had to come to an end.
What are you talking about when you say God
Hey,
list?
you know, my brother, hey, you said nah, man. Don't add it, you don't know. You know what really be also to take you guys down. You had enough time, you enjoyed from that ghost list.
Is a very good comedian. I promise you, the next year,
No, this is reality. Prince Sherry can tell you how long. That's why he said that we are brothers. We are not just friends. So the man know my in and out. You know I know it in and out. You know how long he enjoyed that ghost list.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this here. It's like it's giving me some tough time here.
But you know what Prince find that? What Prince is finding that for you, for my brother. I don't know if he can give me any tangibles to what George we are. I mean, this even for any paper name. Your president, why any again? Why president?
To tell you, you see, Brother Leon, that is disgraceful, man. Come on now. You want to tell me the man that is as well as your president? Because you can't rule that out. Regardless of you not being part of the party, you are a Liberian, and the man is the sitting president of your country. Obviously, he's your president. So if I come out and saying that, and where your president need again and all those stuff, what?
And the people who trusted him because of
how your seditious,
how he lied to them, he becomes an non-entity to me.
Oh my God,
my brother. I mean, this is with all due respect to you, but I don't have.
I'm disappointed, man, brother Leo.
I expect you to be disappointed because one would expect I would know his name, right? The president name. No, no to me. Why should I keep a name in my account? Well, what? I mean, what?
Wow.
After the
so yeah, it's a concept. No, brother, yeah, it's a concept.
You have
yeah,
not given me any tangible
no, yeah, it's a concept.
You are not letting
you guys.
So I want you to tell me. You said Joey had all the time. Joey had all the time.
But let me talk, man.
So I'm going to give you, but let's stick to the talking points because what I've noticed from you, you know, they used to be a good soccer player, so they used to move the ball for you to school. Yeah.
You see that other intelligence you saw there? No, no problem. No, go ahead. That was the dishes are noted for. Go ahead. They always remove the poll for me to school. No problem. until your president had to tell his own Southeastern brother recently that how you want a football fee 12 by 12 or number. you see
the that Boakai has initiated. I'm talking from ground to execution.
Okay. My brother, tell me one question that will go to your answer. Why President we had to be
you ask me so if I'm asking you different questions and you're not answering? I mean,
I've been answering you. I've been answering you, man.
No, you have not. You said Joey had all these years, right? And he did nothing. Your president he's been there for 3 years. Show me one tangible. That's all I'm asking for, my brother. As a matter of fact, I'm on my knees asking you. I beg you. Show me one tangible of start to end project that this president has undertaken.
The unfinished businesses that you guys could not complete. That's why I said we are covering for you guys. We've been very helpful. You guys should appreciate us. Y'all should stop being ungrateful. Y'all should stop being ungrateful. Y'all should stop being ungrateful.
That's a bullet point. You say we were covering for the government. Now you're the one covering for us. Which one?
No. I said we. I didn't say y'all cover. I said we been trying to clean up your mess. Simple as that. That's what I meant. We've been cleaning up your mess.
Okay, so here is one that I want to show you, right? I'm sorry, the other one is just keep reading. Once I read, I will put it forward. These are some of the projects that President Weah was able to initiate under his administration, pay for. And these were the same project that Joseph Newman Boakai was able to put in his 100 days deliverable and said he was the one that fixed it. Here is one of the project. I'm going to play it.
So can I ask you before you play it? Would you prefer that this president would have left this project?
You see this? You see this here?
Would you have preferred?
I come in. This is one project. That is Liberia from the ELWA junction straight to go to how you call the place, the airport. You see the poles that are there. You see the poles that President Weah was planning. Look at the poles.
That solar panel thing there. That solar panel where the Zogo poison was climbing on top of and taking down
poles. Oh no.
That
These
solar
are
panel thing, I saw it. I was there. I saw
these
it.
are poles, my brother. I tell you, these are iron poles. You look at the thing.
I say that iron pole. I'm talking about the very light that was saying on it. That solar plate.
No. These are the poles that the wire were going to run on. These are the poles that you're looking at. Look at the thing. Then you want better argument. You see any
why he couldn't complete it? Okay, why he couldn't complete it?
Look at it. Look at the pole here. It looking like any solar light on this pole. I said
I saw some of them with solar. The ones he completed was solar light, and we took them down.
My brother, these are iron poles. So you took the iron pole down. That's what you saying?
We took some of those poles that were not even right. We took them down. We took the
iron pole. Fine. I like what you're saying. So you see that,
brother. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Means that
first
you
of all,
the one.
No. Listen now. Listen.
Initiated to take it down.
Brother, stop being manipulative here. Stop being manipulative.
What you manipulate? You say you're taking down, and I'm showing you video. Let
me say why. Let me complete why I stay there. Let me complete why I stay there.
Manipulated.
Brother, before we came into power, most of the posts were damaged.
But right? I agree.
Yeah. Most of the posts were damaged.
Oh, hey man, David, man, don't do that to your reputation, my brother.
Hey, my man.
My brother David, we want to thank you. Yeah, we want to thank you.
You guys just stressing me out, man, because you guys are refusing to acknowledge the truth.
Just give each other at least 2 minutes to conclude because time have caught up with us. We are almost now, in our time. But let's give each other 2 minutes at least to conclude. Let's start with you.
Okay, yeah. Well, it was a pleasure and a very good time being out here with Brother Leo. I'm glad to know him. I hope that someday we can even have that close discussion where he will see things, for what they are, and he will be exposed to the truth and make some rational decision when the time comes. Because look, the fact that what I have been always, trying to share with our Liberian people as well as educate them about is that a lot of us lives abroad. And the fact that we live abroad, we have seen development. We still see development. We see projects. We see the love of the government for the people, the states for the people and thing. And we if we can tell ourselves the truth, it's the fact that we want these same things here for our country, a lot of us. But unfortunately, again, a lot of our brothers and sisters who are on the other side, obviously just want our people living in abject poverty. They believe that it is only fair enough for our brothers and sisters to be down there and they be giving them a handout, which is impossible and unfair. It's better to teach the person how to fish than to just be feeding them with fish. So, it was a real good time being out here. And I will tell you, Prince Sherry, I want to be really grateful for you giving me the opportunity, to share my views and understanding, on this wonderful platform. And I look forward to the future of us having a better engagement than this one.
Okay,
thanks,
thank you. Yeah, thank you so very kindly, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. It's always a pleasure. And let's do this again, on another day where at least we can have you coming on, that people will be able to see you. I know you let to hire yourself plenty, because it's hard for you to defend the rescue mission. It's hard. It's hard for the brother to defend the rescue mission. Even on your own show, they make it high own face on your own show. They imagine. I'm talking about my own. They let you leave our own. On your own show, why you will be defending government? No, make it high face.
No, my brother
Like,
Leo, don't be
anyway,
corrupted by this man. Yeah, I
you
know
so much.
you're really decent and well learned, educated brother. I can tell from your presentation. So I know you know better to be corrupted by our brother Prince Sheriff. Sheriff,
Thank
this
you.
guy, but we all will talk behind closed door. We will settle this thing.
Let me do my 2
Thank
minutes.
you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we talk behind the scene. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. But my brother Leo, I want to ask you this question. Something very terrible is happening. The Unity Party on the construction site of the CDC. We saw that they were able to put, I don't know what drone was doing up there.
Yeah.
And they had the police cars
Yeah.
parked just right opposite. For almost 8 hours, these guys have been monitoring that particular place.
Yeah.
Immediately, the CDC announced, when President Weah went there and we put out that picture, they put their drone in the air. The police drone was in the air.
Yeah.
And police cars were all parked around the place. It's all over on Facebook. What is going on? What is Mr. Boakai looking for behind the CDC and President Weah? I want us to talk about this maybe in a few minutes before we can be able to take our leave.
Yeah. I'm glad that you brought it up. Look, if you cannot beat somebody, or if you cannot be like somebody, all you have to do now is to revert to this smearing campaign. But look, this puppy has an agenda, and his agenda will come back to bite him. I'm talking about your president, Boakai. I'm talking about the David guy. But look, Boakai wish he would have been everything that George Weah is. Okay? President Boakai wish he would have been everything that George Weah is, but he never set the path for himself. So all he will revert to, all he will keep going back to, is this witch hunt and all of the different things. When it comes to the groundbreaking, or when it comes to the video that you saw that was out there, look, do not be surprised if in the next coming days you will hear say, oh, police people went and break into that place. Because why? The paper is on record to say that I will destroy the CDC. It's on record. For which my brother David may know. But you cannot do it. Like I always said on different platforms, CDC is not embedded in an individual. It's a movement. It's a force that you will be forced to reckon with, or you move out of the way. So all of these chicanery, all of these things that's going on, you find them sending police people. Look, you think you can intimidate in the presence of George Weah? You cannot. So send your cronies, send all your investigators, send your private security to be going after. When the men make one step, it has been calculated. So with all of these things, but Prince, I just want to tell you that I am not surprised of all of these things that's happening. You yourself saw what happened when it came to taking out a speaker. You yourself saw what happened last week when it came down to this electrical saga. All of these things that the guys are doing in the house after smearing the country's name into the mud. You cannot look. You follow George Weah at your detriment. You understand? Don't do that. We see the writings on the wall because Boakai is on record saying you want to destroy the CDC. Can you destroy a movement? No. What made Martin Luther King great today? It wasn't built around there as an individual. It was an institution for which Black people are enjoying today. When you go to Liberia, John Weah can decide to even just sit down one and say, you know what, I will just sit down. CDC is a movement that every nationality will. Look, I'm telling you the number of people right now, I'm talking about non-citizens, that are just going around that site, Prince. Just to guide, I'm talking watchdogs, just going around. Anything that being whistleblow, they are doing whistle, anything. So another time, a strange car was parked around there for a couple of days. The next day, of course, I was getting calls here. But these are not citizens now. These are not citizens. But please, look at the number. That's why I said thank you for this platform and different platforms that we have been on to provide the education. Sure. Because it's Brother David, like the guys who know the truth but will refuse and will be spewing, sending out the wrong messages. So if we don't come here to debunk some of these things, it will be disservice to our people. For what we have been doing, for what we have been standing for, you know the number of United Partisans now that are taking off the uniform and burning it publicly. These videos, Go look online. Unity Party said, I apologizing to CDC. We won't come back home. They took the uniform out and went it right on public. Except my brother David, I've not seen it. So anywhere, George, we are going, that those steps have been calculated, and the guy is too fast. That's why I said last week, when you look at the men track record, he's always 2-3 times ahead of you. When you think once he's twice ahead of you, Boakai is catching up, for which you cannot catch up. So all of these things that you see them doing, trying to follow the guy trace, is somebody who's just trying to follow cloud. But it's not going to go nowhere. It's not going to go. It's a shame, right?
Thank you so much, my brother. Like you rightly said, from the very beginning, we have made these people to understand that the CDC is not in a building. And there is no way that an individual like a Boakai, who has no achievement, who have no spine to think that he can be able to move the CDC from point A to point B, to ever diminish the morale or the spirit of the CDC or seditions. These people have tried on several occasions and it did not work. And it will not work now. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was considered as, quote unquote, their political Maradona, did everything to ensure that the CDC is wiped off. And all she did was to strengthen the CDC. All she did. All the things that they did, to the extent that they went at the party headquarters to unalive people. In their mind, that was going to be the best way to put fear and intimidate people who are associated with seditions. To the extent that they classify seditions as people of no brains. Even though we have doctors, we have people of different careers and etc. within the CDC. But they made the CDC to look like a party that nobody should associate with. And at the end of the day, as they were doing these things, people were gravitating towards the CDC in their thousands, in their hundreds. So if Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, if she could not, get rid of the CDC or disband the CDC, what can a weakling like Boakai do? But we saw the action from Boakai. And that's why we continue to say that the CDC is not in bricks, it's not in blocks, it's not in sand, it's in our heart. Joseph Numa Boakai was brave enough to use the court system while the case was in court. The same people there at the headquarters that we were renting, and they broke down the buildings as if maybe the building that were there. When you break the building down, you finish breaking down CDC.
Yeah.
These guys destroy. Look, the Unity Party honor Joseph Numa Boakai and whoever believe in destruction. They are not builders, they are destroyers. They took bulldozer to that party headquarters and they broke down the party headquarters. Amen, for God in heaven's sake. That building could be, you could leave that building down there and somebody could use it as a house. You could leave that building down there and somebody, at least, whether it be a 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, somebody could be in that place as a shelter, man.
Yeah.
For God in heaven's sake. To the extent that the people will take tree from in the ground. Do you know how it takes for tree to, do you know the environmental consequences that you've caused that particular land? For a tree of that nature to be there for the length of time, do you know the environmental protection that that tree was offering? You uproot that tree. Do you know the root of that particular tree? How it was helping to prevent so many things? At the end of the day, these people did not even have respect for nature.
Yeah.
They moved that tree. The root of the tree. But that tree was there for so many reasons. Even if you were not to move that tree, it could be there to calm down the storm. It's there to protect the environment. Erosion. The root of that tree was there to protect erosion. Because that place was sandy area, that place was sandy area. But to the extent that these people did not even respect nature, they uproot that tree.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
But Prince, that tree, it's sad, man. The case is actually in court because the owner of that property said, I only wanted you to take the sign off, but you went. So they're actually in court as I'm talking to you, right? But you see the tree, even non-citizens will go under there and just sit down and be calm. Not that problem solved, but they could find a CDC location to sit down because it provided shelter. Okay? What I'm going to tell you here today, Prince, the fight for a George Weah to come back, we shouldn't take it lightly, which of course I know you are not, because you fought my brother on public media saying we destroy things that we met there. Again, the records are there. He said it. He said when we took over, we destroy. When you try to press him, what did he say? Oh no, but you can't take it back because once it's you got to know what you're saying. He said, "Oh, when Prince said you took a beam of a metal that had already 100 years, those things are there. You took it off because why? You thought you could ruin. But you see, our people that I talk about Joseph Boakai, respectfully, they are not transgenerational thinkers. They are not far-sighted in their thinking. So when a George Manuel Weah is setting the pace to build a little Miami when people never understood it at the time. Now look at what they have subjected a PHP to. Look at what they have subjected the user pack to, because they are not far-sighted. I mean, I say this thing, I get emotional. When a George Weah who had been around the world, seen it all, what can you intimidate him with few security that LeBron cannot even stand in front of? When this man was on a path of creating wealth, I mean, jobs, and you say, oh, that little Miami, what have you done to preserve those things? Prince, when you go to LeBron, you see the Unity Park in ruins, and you will feel so bad. These people
I saw. Oh wow. You remind me of something that I saw today. I felt so terrible. The place is in a complete. No, man. Look. I don't believe that in less than no time, those places will be in such a deplorable condition. To the extent, do you know that people are now looting the place?
Oh, of course.
The people are now looting the place. In fact, oh my word.
And go and put it somewhere else.
The iron that the people had there, amen. The iron around the place, the guys are uprooting it. How will people be wicked to this extent?
When we got there, we uprooted it. Now, John, we are letting you want to destroy.
Look. I saw the place. I was looking. I think I have the clip here. Let me see. The park. Amen. I saw that thing today. I felt too bad. I felt too very bad, to the extent that even the carpet that is on the ground. Do you know that they are cutting it to carry where?
Yeah, they cut it, and it's just sad. But I say these people are not managers; they are destroyers. They destroy. That's why they are destroying the images in Louis Brown and going to public platform and trying to denigrate an image that George we have built to represent on the world stage. You go look at Louis Brown and go say nonsense on the world stage. So it don't baffle me when I see these guys trying. Look, they men are trying to save face because they know they can't do nothing with the country. Please.
Sure, no, definitely, you are right. They can't do anything because look at the time that these guys have spent.
Right now, as I speak to you, it's an escape strategy. These guys are strategizing now how they can run away, how they can leave things undone to say, oh, because they know the facts are there. George Weah is coming back unstoppable. George Weah come back now, and the whole country, the entire country on the first ballot, they've understood that, look, this guy will not be stopped. So what they are doing now, they are in negotiation tactics, right? They're trying to play the safe face to try to say, oh, let's put him in for ya. So let's put him. No level of security will save you when we come back because, look, but of course, the last thing we'll tell them that nonsense they are doing beyond Clamaru, we bet them. Try it. Then you will know that Liberia and that monkey alone can chew pepper and sit down pepper and bust it. It will not happen.
You know, this is just horrible. But we want to say this with the new trend that the government is taking, putting drone over the CDC new headquarters, parking police around the place with police car. I don't know whether this is an intimidation strategy or whatever the strategy is, but I think they are going above and beyond, and they are pushing the Wailing House to the last limit. That's what they are doing. Because they are behind Cloud Mariwea. They know they ain't get no point. They ain't get no nothing. They jump to the party headquarters. These things are all provocation. And we are saying this to Liberians that are in the diaspora and to other people who listening to us. That this provocation is dangerous. That you will continue to provoke the CDC. This is just pure provocation. Putting drone over the headquarters, the how you call the construction site, putting police, signing police car all around the place. What all these are for? What are they for? This is pushing the CDC to its elastic limit, one would say. Yeah. And those of you who believe in a rescue mission, you better hold these people here. The route that they are going too personal.
Yeah.
By us being silenced, It's not that we are fools. By us listening to President Weah, it's not that we are fools, but it's because we want to keep the peace. But when we see that the peace can no longer, because peace is supposed to protect, it's an environment that will be conducive to protect you and myself. So when the environment is not conducive to protect us, it's no more peace. It's not one person that can keep peace. Joseph Numa Boakai keep poking his fingers in our eyes, and we are trying to avoid it. But it's like reaching to a place where we will be forced to strike if this continue.
You know, Prince, that's also a security security hazard for our former president. That now when the former president is moving places that should be heavily secured, this party is up for providing the stupid nonsense drone. I don't know if your platform will allow me to use these words, but to put drone in the air. But to every action, there's also a reaction, right? As a Newton law, right?
Sure.
I am telling the Unity Party people, you're slow your roll. You're slow your roll. Our president that we have chosen, that the Liberian people have chosen to be the representation, must not be touched. Must not be touched. And to whom or what or wise must be enough. That's all we can say. Look, from the places some of us said to just say, look, I don't want to do that.
I know. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, fellow Liberians, we want to thank each and every one of you for spending the time with us. We want to thank you for the time. And we want to say to all of you, be safe out there. Right now, even here, you know, those of us on the East Coast, we are on a complete, one we say lockdown, you know.
Weather lockdown, yeah.
The weather is crazy. People have advised if you know, just be indoor, make sure you avoid the streets because the streets are now, you know, with all of these snows that's going on. In fact, ice, not even snow, in fact, ice. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. So be safe there. Make sure you have those basic necessities that you need. Your water, get your bread, and get other one or two stuff. Get your flashlight with you in case there is a power shutdown. Make sure that you know everything is okay. So
Okay,
it's
let me do my
you know,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah, let me just thank
go
you.
ahead.
Let me just thank you for providing the platform. Happy Sunday. But look, please, let me just tell you, what you are doing has not gone unnoticed. It has not gone unnoticed, for which the camp of the other people are on ease. So you see them putting drone in the air. Thanks to somebody like you who will keep pushing them to the fire. Don't relent, my brother. Don't give up. Don't give up. That's why some of us are around to put your hands up to see that hand will not go down, my brother.
Sure.
Don't do it. You have come too far now. So don't even do it, because we that are leaning on your shoulders will not allow your hand to go up. So I just want to say that while I get up this show and tell the viewing audience thank you. And let's keep supporting this platform under the Palava Hut. Even what this guy is doing here, let's support. Let's go to the Cash App. Let's go to the stars. Let's support the platform, my brother. People that are watching, you know, we want to provide education, but it takes somebody like a Prince who will provide the platform. And these things, I mean, I myself, I run stream, yeah, too, right? It's not expensive. Okay? So let's support this platform under the Palava Hall. If that Cash App, let's do it. If the stars, let's send it. And let Prince keep on the fight, because the nation depends on this. I want to salute you. Thank you for the good work, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Leo. So my people, until we meet again, have yourself a God bless day. We'll be here tomorrow, God's willing, on the redemption hour. So until then, bye from our end.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you, and God bless.